another edition of Ask Michael Eline. This is where I teach people the law in an unorthodox manner by using examples that we see in the news, case law briefs, but it's all about exposing the Leviathan and its instrumentalities and taking back your rights. Know the law and mean to keep it well. Come here to learn from an expert to know your right. Make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to save, because we never know when the thought police are going to take down this channel. That's right. We never know when the thought police are going to take down this channel. And after this show tonight, it may just happen. So this show is being filmed live on Twitter as well as YouTube. And unfortunately, if you want to see my face on Twitter, I got to do this. So I'm, hi, Twitter. And then on YouTube, all you're going to see is the top of my head. So that's just the way it works. I did a really cool show the other night about the gravitic propulsion systems. By the way, I'm attorney Michael Eline. Good seeing you guys. I have people in the side chat, so I got to say hi to them. So don't hold it against me, you people over at Twitter. Brett Ray just hooked me up. Brett Ray just bought a bunch of memberships for other people so they can come and join me and learn a little bit about the law and how to keep it well, like Thomas Aquinas wanted for us, like Sir William Blackstone wanted for us, and unlike what Barry Sotero and Big Mike wanted for us. Give me a bunch of ones if you understand what I just said. All right. So Steve Ladner, good seeing you, brother. Jody Shiloh, good seeing you, ma'am. Forehead Twitch, age go. Yeah. Race Gas, good seeing you, my friend. And Stomper, motivate me right now. And as you guys, Swedish observers, yes, toleranta svenska, my Swedish friend. Yes, good day, my friend. I'm going early tonight on the show because I didn't go earlier in the daytime because I was doing mediations and settlement conferences and all that crazy stuff that unfortunately I have to do as a lawyer. Unfortunately, all the money that I made, I spent paying staff and vendors over the last 20 years. So I didn't really save anything. So I'm probably going to work until I'm 80. But that means you guys get to hang out with me sometimes. So tonight we're going to talk a little bit about FinCEN. We're going to talk a little bit about this BOI thing, where they're forcing these people like me and people who have corporations to report all of our information basically to the IRS. And this all started under Obama and Biden. And this is just another example of the 80,000 communists who they put in charge to destroy our lives if we go against the administrative state. Give me a bunch of ones if you agree. All right. If you even know what I'm talking about. Life Under. Yeah. Thanks, man. What's the matter, you? Hey, so my buddy, What's the matter, you's here with us today. So, guys, I'm going to play some videos for you, and then I'm going to be over here working because I'm a working lawyer. But I'm gonna pop in every now and then to answer questions. Throw me a super chat, buy a copy of my ebook about how to become a lawyer with no law degree or undergrad, and I'll stop working to answer questions because hey, I got to support my family. So if you're willing to spend a couple of bucks on me, I'm willing to waste a couple of bucks on you of my time to talk to you and answer questions. I'm still going to do it anyways because I love you guys because you're my friends. But you know what I'm saying? It's not just me, man. I got fam. I got kids. I got a wife. I got to homeschool my kids. I got to make sure they're not brainwashed by the Marxist communist education system, the Rockefeller Prussian education system that was imported here to destroy the minds of our children, making sure that they're all squared away and good to go. Go, go, Gadget Newsome. That's right. Brett Ray says, go, go, Gadget Newsome. I love that. Man, I'm so happy to be here with you guys. So as you guys know, I'm doing a double screen today. So you can see like I've been training lads, right? Look at that. Like I feel like Bill Bixby from the Incredible Hulk before Lou Ferrigno took him over. So since I've been doing these lawyer workouts in the morning, man, my lats have put on about another inch. And my wife's pissed off because I ripped out all the seams out of a bunch of my sports coats and shirts. It's good genetics, man. I'm Swedish, a Viking warrior. Ja, tarrenta svenska. I'm used to rowing and all that stuff. So Life under the microscope. Good seeing you, bro. So I've been doing also the what's that diet? The carnivore diet, loading up on vitamin D3 and vitamin K and magnesium, and just doing everything that I can to stay in shape for you guys and for my kids. So tonight, my wife agreed to take Gunnar to judo. Gunnar, my son Gunnar, because he's named after his grandfather, to judo. So I have some free time to spend with you guys, but I have to work. I need to put in at least 3 more hours. So I'm going to try and basically work it out to where, because I've been up since 04 today, so I'm tired. I'm going to work it out to where I can share this stuff with you. Stomper, I've always been addicted to the muscle pump, bro. I've always been addicted to the Marine Corps philosophy of civilians are slime and always being cut above. And I've always tried to stay in shape, even when I was not training on a regular basis. I always did my best to do whatever I could to look better than everyone else and to try to not be a disgusting fat body private pile. That's right. Steak O'Clock says life under, right on. So guys, I got to tell you, I did that video about the gravitic propulsion systems the other night on Twitter, and I got like almost 1 million views with shares, likes. They call it something else over there, but they share it with other people, reshare or whatever. It's not like YouTube. And I realized, the cop watching stuff's cool. And that's like my bread and butter. But you guys know I'm more dynamic than just watching cops. I believe that all of our rights come from an all-powerful creator, just like our founding fathers did. You can read that in the Declaration of Independence. But I also believe that the reason why modern cops act the way they do is because they're copying the Pelosi's and the Adam Schiffs, right? The corrupt scumbags who are willing to take money from their communist Chinese masters in order to have a better life for themselves. And you and I don't matter to them. So they just lie and do whatever they have to do to get whatever they want from us, right? Which is votes. And since I've lobbied Congress, and you guys know that, I just don't have any respect for any of these politicians, Republican or Democrat. We just saw President Trump's nomination to basically decide the Second Amendment. Not impressed at all. As you guys know, I represent Dick Heller of District of Columbia versus Heller. I am absolutely furious that Trump is putting this bitch in charge of gun control, because the only gun control that I think there should be is whether or not you're able to control your weapon when you're putting rounds down range. Give me a bunch of ones if you agree. All right. So I'm not happy about that. I'm absolutely furious that I actually thought that this guy was going to be any different. But as you guys all know, Trump is basically a Marxist Democrat. He's always been a Democrat, tax and spend liberal, and he just ran under the Republican ticket and pissed off the DNC. But other than that, I'm seeing it with clear eyes, guys. This guy is no different than these other guys. So anyways, we're going to get into FinCEN and what's going on. I got to work a little bit. I'm going to pop in back and forth a little bit. Group 2FA, we're going to talk about this this woman that he's decided that he wants to run to decide whether or not the Second Amendment. It's unbelievable. Bump stocks, she wants to make them illegal. She wants background checks and all this other crazy stuff that our founding fathers would have shit all over your face and tarred and feathered you if you would have ever supported something like that. Look, the problem is when your government floods your country with illegal aliens from communist Marxist countries who want to destroy you, and then they have these radical Marxist college professors and public school teachers who teach you to hate your fellow man, and then they get triggered and go and take people out. Then what do? They pass gun laws to make it impossible for you and I to defend our families, which is ridiculous. And you can see over here that the only gun control that I support is the FNP 45 that's within about 2.5 feet of my grasp. That's the kind of gun control that I support. All right. So let's go ahead and let's get into, hey, Love seeing you guys. Karen's our Brett. I don't even want to get into it, brother, but it's a problem. Man, I cannot age go. I cannot believe that he's actually trying to get this chick appointed after seeing her positions on basically the destruction of the Second Amendment. But that's another conversation for another freaking day. You understand me? Drop and give me 20 right now there, yo. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get into, but I'm sure, Broom Hillary and Adam Schiff and all of our Marxist, Chinese, communist cocksucker friends love it that Trump is appointing someone to oversee the Second Amendment that thinks exactly like them. Give me a bunch of ones if you agree. All right. So, and by the way, guys, I'm a libertarian, so don't try to confuse me with a rhino Mitt Romney type or a communist Marxist Democrat who burns American flags and makes out with rainbow flags. So let's get into the first video and let's talk about what I was trying to tell you. So really quick, I have an excellent accountant. And as you guys know, I'm a personal injury attorney licensed in California and Texas, and primarily do personal injury claims. But I'm also a legal historian, and I'm also a First and Second Amendment rights fanatic. And so my accountant called me and said, if you don't file this FinCEN BOI report by the 1st of January, Joe Biden and his commie buddies, or the IRS, is 80,000 new tax collectors, right? Basically, Democrats who hate Republicans, basically, are going to charge you $500 a day until you file this form, right? And so I did some research and it talked about how you have to file this form with FinCEN. And I was like, wait a minute. I did a video about FinCEN like over a year ago about how the Anti-Defamation League and all these Marxist people that support the left are using FinCEN and their buddies to spy on your bank accounts. And anybody who would purchase something at like Lowe's Sporting Goods, anybody who supports the Second Amendment or even buys a Bible, according to FinCEN, is a white supremacist radical who needs to be surveilled by the state. And we know that obviously the Anti-Defamation League, they get money from the government, and they, in order to justify their existence and their tax funding from your paycheck, they have to create boogeymen. And unfortunately, the boogeymen to them are white males, right? White males are the enemy. They're the ones pushing this critical race theory and intersectionalism and basically anti-American Marxist philosophy. It used to be called critical theory, and then they changed it to critical race theory when they understood that the American people aren't going to buy into this whole wealth discrimination thing. Everybody in America wants to make more money and be more successful. Give me a bunch of ones if you agree, right? And so they realized, well, let's go on to the race thing then. We'll call it critical race theory. And that's what the ADL pushes. So they're using FinCEN and these other anti-American flag burners to paint anybody who doesn't agree with their far left Marxist pro-communist Chinese policies as radicals. And we know that under the Obama administration, Obama said that all military veterans are potential domestic violent extremists. You can look that up. Potential domestic violent extremists. And of course, if you're a college student, you agree with that because you agree with whatever your pro-Obama Marxist college professors have to tell you. Give me a bunch of ones if you understand what I'm talking about. So that's what happened. That's exactly. Hey, Kevin. Hey, what's going on? Kevin Birinarski. So we're going to get the first video is going to be the BOI report. Then we're going to get into this video that I did like over a year ago about what they're trying to do with FinCEN. And then we'll just get into my normal Mr. 5 cop ID refusal videos, my bread and butter, the ones that I like to do the most. But I have a duty to educate you guys and make sure you're not getting screwed, making sure you get the right information that you need at the right time. So let's get into the first video. While I work, since I've already spent like 15 freaking minutes there, when I could have been making money for the fam. So by the way, anybody who's got questions, comments, or concerns, throw me a super chat, buy me a membership, or buy a copy of my book, my freaking ebook. Not this book, but the ebook, the digital version of this book, of my journey to becoming a practicing lawyer with no law degree or undergrad. And the way you can do that is go to my YouTube channel at Michael E. Line and pick up a copy for $19.99. It's only $19.99. And I talk about the different states that offer programs that allow you to become a lawyer without having to go to a Marxist indoctrination camp, AKA a college, a university. All right. So the first video we're going to do after that is thanks, Life Under, for supporting me. Thanks, Race Gas. Semper Fidelis, bro. Hey, what do you think of that right over there? Hold on. Wait. So what do you think? I can't touch it. If I touch this, my channel will get banned by Google. But FNP 45 stainless steel, 15 rounds of FU. That's what's up, guys. All right. So let's get into the first video and then we'll go from there. Here we go.
It looks like this might be the beginning of the end for the Corporate Transparency Act and those BOI reports that have been flooding your newsfeed for the last 5-6 months. Everyone's talking about you have to do this BOI report. You have to do the BOI report. And I've talked about it too. I've told you how to do it. It was law. But in a new ruling, it looks like an Alabama judge has barred the government from collecting company ownership data for the Treasury Department. So the judges are already fighting against this law and making it unconstitutional. They're calling it congressional overreach. Another win for freedom for business owners not having to share their information with the government. I've only done this for one of my companies. And guess what? I'm going to wait for all the other companies. And I'm going to wait on this until we get some clarity, because we have time to comply. If your company was open before 2024 started, you have until the end of the year of 2024 to actually file the report. It's going to be an issue potentially for people who are opening new LLCs, and I don't think there's an inherent problem in submitting your information to FinCEN for the Corporate Transparency Act. And if you open a new company, you have 60 days, I believe, to file the Corporate Transparency Act report, and we have to do it when we open companies for clients. Except now it looks like it got knocked down. I'm going to share my screen and we'll go through a couple articles together. As you can see here in the New York Times article, judge's ruling sets back law meant to fight money laundering. So this is an Alabama judge barred the government from collecting the information in congressional overreach, like I just said. It's from March 3rd, 2024, by Kate Kelly. In a blow to government efforts, a federal court, the federal government court has ruled that the Treasury Department cannot require some small business owners to report personal details about their owners. So this is under a section of the 2020 law, the Corporate Transparency Act. Small business owners must share details of their so-called beneficial owners. I don't know how they say it like that. And they said the law has passed and Congress was intended to help the Treasury Department's Financial Crimes Division identify money launderers who hide behind shell corporations. They argue asking a company's owners to present personal data, names, address, and copies of identification happens was a case of congressional overreach, however well intended. And they're starting to lobby to get it taken over. Morgan Finkelstein, a Treasury Department spokesman, said they were complying with the court's injunction. That means that they stopped applying it. As lawyers and experts poured over Judge Burke's opinion, the immediate impact of the ruling was, which the government estimates $33 million. I don't understand $33 million impact. I don't understand how they're calculating that impact. Okay, companies were given a year to comply with the reporting requirements as they pertain to the year 2023, so the data is not even due until the end of 2024. And Judge Burke's ruling, read narrowly, does not apply to small businesses that are not members of the trade organization that brought the Alabama suit. What the decision means for entities subject to CTA. The court's decision creates uncertainty on entities' ongoing obligations under the Corporate Transparency Act. Although the court purported to limit its injunction to the parties in litigation before it, the lead plaintiff in the suit is the National Small Business Association, NASBA. NSBA. NASBA is the accounting one that I am licensed under. In this opinion, the court held that the association had standing to sue on behalf of its members. Based on precedent, the court's injunction likely benefits all of NASBA's 65,000 members. If so, the government is prevented from enforcing reporting requirements against any entity that is a member of NASBA. So it's the same thing. So only entities that are a member of NASBA technically don't have to file. So I don't have to comply with these laws. Regardless of the membership, the court's declaratory judgment that the CTA is unconstitutional raises serious doubts about the government's ability to enforce the CTA's reporting requirements. This could amount to a de facto moratorium on the CTA enforcement. What happens next? So here's what we need to keep our eyes open for. The government will likely appeal the decision, but the court's injunction and declaration will remain in effect unless a stay is granted. And maybe I give you more context. In the U.S., the government can make laws, and then people can sue the government, or people can challenge the laws of the government in the courts. We have three branches of government. We have the executive, which is the president, the legislative, which is the senators and the House of Representatives, and then we have the judicial, which is the judges, generally appointed and confirmed by the other branches. It's a triangle. It's that helps everything stay fair. So basically, if laws get passed by Congress, the executive branch, the judicial can challenge them to enforce those laws. Quick government lesson. But in the U.S., whether the IRS is taking you to court saying you owe money, you can take them to court and you can win. You can beat the IRS. You can beat the government in this country. It's pretty cool. In other countries, it's not possible to take the government to court. But that's what happened here. This group took the government to court. The judges ruled that the group was right and the government was wrong. Now we need to see what happens next, because the government can come back and challenge them again, and they can push back and win. They can get the judgment reversed, or they can get expanded to apply to everybody. So that's kind of what we're doing. So to receive a stay, the government will likely need to file a motion to district court, which will consider how likely the government will succeed on appeal, whether government will be irreparably harmed without a stay, or 3, whether the stay will require other parties interested in litigation, and 4, whether a stay would benefit the public interest. In 2023, the median time for the 11th Circuit to resolve a case was over 9 months. However, the key deadline, which tens of millions of companies otherwise must file their initial report under the CTA, is January 1st, 2025. So I'm going to wait until we get some news here, because maybe we don't have to file the Corporate Transparency Act. We've been filing it for all the new companies we're opening, but we're kind of holding off on filing it for our clients who have had companies open before that. So that's what I would recommend here. I would recommend you subscribe, stay tuned to this channel, because I'm going to give you new updates when there are new updates. I've been talking about this law enough. It's something that's like doesn't really have a tax. It's more about privacy. It's more about freedom. It's more about your rights and your information and controlling it. But you also have to comply with the laws. So that's my recommendation. If you open a new company, you still have to comply, and probably the people that are opening the company for you, unless you do it yourself, are going to do the reporting for you. If you open your company before 2024 and 2023 or earlier, let's wait until the end of the year. Let's subscribe to this video. Let's turn that notification bell on, and when there's an update, I'll tell you. And then we can wait until the end of the year. So set a calendar appointment on your calendar for December 15th, just so you remember, you don't forget, in case there's no thing. Maybe you just want to file anyway, so it's not late, to avoid the penalties, which I talk about in my other video, who has to file this report. But that's really it. So I hope this was helpful. Thanks for being here. I don't want to make it go any longer, and I'll see you in the next.
All right, so I shared the link in the sidebar. If you're at YouTube, I don't think you see this stuff on Twitter. I don't think you guys on Twitter are seeing this there, but or X or whatever you want to call it. But I shared his link. So that was the segue in. All right. So you guys understand what's going on. All right. That was the segue in. The freaking doggone FinCEN is what this is about. This is a government CIA, FBI spying program designed to spy on you and use your bank records to classify you as a potential domestic violent extremist. In other words, if you're not a Marxist Democrat, based upon your purchases, because they'll know right away if you're purchasing, sexual aids or whatever, you're probably a Marxist. But if you're purchasing firearms or a Bible, where clearly you're a radical right-wing extremist and you need to be put on a watch list and you need to go through secondary at the airport, because that's exactly what they do, precisely what they do. And we'll get into that in a couple of other videos in the future. So let's get into the next video, because I am working. By the way, guys, I am attorney Michael Eline. I am an attorney licensed in California and Texas. I work on the fire cases in the Palisades. And I'm also a catastrophic injury attorney. Most of my clients are military veterans, motorcycle accident victims, and people who are victims of the deep state, the death state, the World Economic Forum controlled Washington, D.C. So let's get into a video that I did that explains to you why they want your financial data. Why do they want to know who's on the board of your corporations? And why do they want to know where you live? Because that's what this whole program is about. If you don't tell them if you move to a new address, if you don't, after they flooded the country with criminals, right? Now they want to make sure there's no criminals that are buying corporations or drug cartels after they just allowed 20 million of them into our country, right? So their solution, since they've destroyed our country, is to restrict your freedom. Give me a bunch of ones if you understand what I just said. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to have you watch this video about what's really going on in the real world, guys. Just check this out. This is going to blow your freaking mind. And if you have questions, comments, or concerns, you can reach out to me in the chat bar, and I'll try to answer them. But obviously, if you throw me $1 even, I'm going to respond quicker, because then my wife's like, "Oh wow, we made some money." So that's how it works, guys. Remember, if you get married, that's what once she gives you kids, all they care about is security and making sure those kids are taken care of, as they should. So let's get into it. All right, let's go.
Hey, it's your favorite conspiracy theorist who points this kind of stuff out all the time. The feds, the people that a lot of you like to defend, the law enforcement arm of all of the rules in our country, they're at it again. They're building a list, and your name's probably on it like mine is, for things like opposing firearm restrictions, lockdowns, vaccine mandates, or support the border security.
Hello, I am California and Texas attorney Michael Eline. I'll teach you how to become a lawyer without law school. Welcome back for another edition of Ask Michael Eline. So today I'm going to talk about something that's kind of blowing my mind, because you keep seeing over the years the FBI, the CIA, the NSA, they keep getting caught spying on American citizens. And sorry, Brett. After denying it and saying nothing's going on, eventually they're forced to come clean and admit it. And now we've got this huge conglomeration of these multinational corporations, communist China, governments like Canada, all using the same sort of computer programs and different ways of spying on their own citizens to try and create databases based purely on the politics of the individual who they're profiling. So I got a couple of calls from some buddies of mine. So look, I have friends who used to work for the FBI and other government agencies that I'm not going to tell you about right now, who have left in disgust, saying that since basically the Obama administration, that a lot of partisan department heads have been put in place who don't like Christians, white males, conservatives, people who support legal immigration, people who support the right to keep and bear arms, basically natural law, people who support the concept of natural law, that your rights come from a creator, which is what our Bill of Rights is based upon, the John Locke philosophy, which flew in the face of the British philosophy, the Leviathan Hobbesian philosophy, which we see has been sort of adopted by the World Economic Forum, BlackRock, and these other large multinational corporations. The idea is a great, powerful Leviathan that can control every aspect of your life. And now we see that the fears of many civil libertarians may be becoming true. So the Domestic Security Alliance Council, which is basically a private company that's also the government, I mean, I don't know any other way to describe it, tries to apparently help the federal government find loopholes around the Fourth Amendment so they can gather data about you without getting a warrant. Apparently, these people that work for the FBI, a lot of them, department heads and other government enforcement agencies like DHS, likes the idea of keeping their jobs. So you have to create a crisis, you have to create a problem in order to justify your inflated salary and to get a promotion, maybe become a ding, 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 ding. Thank you, Group 2FA. So Group 2FA just said he's testing the super chat at $2, Matt. Hey, you know what, dude? 2 Federal Reserve notes is better than none, right? So I appreciate that. Anybody who donates some money to my channel, I appreciate it, because it's really hard for me to do this. I'm literally over here working on my on litigation, and I'm running this channel because you guys, I know you guys love coming on my channel because I know that you're never going to meet a lawyer like me. I get it. And I love you guys. So look, that $2, that could be $300 to somebody who's not making real money. So to me, it means a lot. It means that you care about the channel and you want to support me. And it means I keep my wife off my you-know-what. So it really means a lot. So everybody give me a bunch of ones for group 2FA and for what's the matter, you? Hey, why are you looking so sad? I'm loving it, man. So let's get back into the video. Hopefully you guys like that video. That was some serious production. I cover the whole history of FinCEN and the real reason why they're trying to get all your corporate data, guys. And by the way, this is a serious 10th Amendment issue, right? States' rights are being destroyed by the far radical left because they are federalists, right? Leftists, Marxists, Democrats, communists, they're all the same. They want a one world government, single control over every aspect of your lives. Our founding fathers were intelligent enough to know that that was bad. They believed local control and states' rights, individual rights mattered more than the rights of the mob because they realized that you could pay the mob off. You could flood your country with a bunch of illegal aliens, put them on government assistance, and eventually they could, get registered to vote at the DMV. With no voter ID, they could vote. And then 51% of the population could control the other 49 that actually work for a living. And that's what our founders were terrified of. Give me a bunch of ones if you agree. Give me a bunch of twos if you're a radical leftist commie and you disagree. Let's get back into the video. Let's go. Politician, or get a revolving door job at Google or Facebook or Instagram, which seems to be the order of the day. Then they'll scoot you over into a job with big tech afterwards, or you get a job at CNN. At least that's what a lot of people are telling me. And so now what we're seeing is if you shopped at Cabela's, if you shopped at Bass Pro Shop, if you support legal immigration, if you believe in the concept of the Bill of Rights of the Second Amendment, that all men were created equal and have certain unalienable rights, and one of them is the right of self-defense, based upon the definitions of what a bearable arm would be at the time of the founding of the Constitution, that makes you a domestic extremist, possibly a terrorist. It almost sounds exactly like the ADL or the Southern Poverty Law Center, other organizations that rely sometimes on tax grants and things like that to survive. It's sort of like starting a nonprofit to end cancer, but the only way you can make money is to not end cancer. And that's what a lot of people are complaining about as well, is that can you take these organizations seriously when their whole existence is based upon creating something to treat the symptom instead of the cure? So now what we have is civil libertarians for years have been arguing that for-profit media and the feds have been working with China, Canada, and far-left groups like the ADL to usher in a digital currency and a DEI scoring system. In other words, diversity, equity, and inclusion. You have to hire people not based on their qualifications, not based upon their merit, because that's racist, but based upon their skin color to undo to prove that you're an anti-racist. It's not enough to not be a racist. Now you have to be an anti-racist. And well, that means whatever BlackRock says it is. And they have so much control over political campaigns, these large corporations, over political campaigns and funding, that I'm shocked that this report even came out, to be honest. But basically you have the great Leviathan. Again, this is a battle between natural law and the Leviathan, as usual, saying that if you're a free thinker, we don't want you around. It's sort of like these basketball players, they make big money, but now China's gotten involved in our basketball leagues. So if you say anything bad about China or the way they treat people, there's a high probability that you could be arrested when you land there. You definitely can't play basketball there. They don't like it. So there is no free speech. You have the same thing going on in Germany and other European countries. Britain, if you say anything bad about the unfettered illegal immigration from Islamic countries where they don't support the British system and way of life. If you say anything bad about those people, then you're considered to be a domestic terrorist yourself and put on a watch list and maybe even put in prison. That's how bad it is. There is no free speech. And so we see these large corporations trying to normalize that in the United States. If you say something they don't like, they'll try to call it hate speech. They'll try to force you to say other people's pronouns to control what you can and can't say. Now, they've grown so bold that their leaders like Klaus Schwab, who want to basically control the world, at least that's what many people say, are saying that we may not even need elections and we may be able to control everything with AI possibly. Of course, for-profit media and the fact checkers immediately started rolling this stuff back, saying we didn't really say that he supported the concept of elections being done with AI. But I mean, why wouldn't he, when all of his people, like people at Google, people at Meta, are the ones programming the AI? Anyways, here's the video. Check it out.
You do not even have to have elections anymore because you can already predict.
You kind of get the idea. That's Sergey Brin from Google. These are the same people who helped communist China create their public system of controls and social controls, where if you say something bad about the government, you'll be denied your right to travel. You could be denied your ability to take money out of your bank account. And of course, a lot of civil libertarians go, hey, that sounds just like Justin Trudeau. Well, no, duh, because they're all working with the same people. Look, China has been donating tons of money to Western politicians directly and indirectly. They've been doing it since General Charlie Tree under the Clintons in the United States, where they were able to exert enormous amounts of control. China does not want to loan the United States money if we don't restrict our free speech and gun laws. The ultimate idea here is these guys don't like the concept of freedom, and they don't want those same ideas of freedom being passed on to their citizens. Look what happened to France. Look what happened to France. The King of France supports the United States. Concept of individual rights and freedom get passed on to the French, and they end up beheading their king. Well, China doesn't want that. The original idea was with Richard Nixon was that he was hoping by normalizing relations, they would become more like us. Well, actually, what ended up happening is they looked at all the holes in our system because it relied on Christian principles of honesty, decency, and they figured out ways to exploit it. And now they're in the driver's seat, and they are moving heavily along with these big companies to exercise global control. And so here's another example of this. WEF young leaders like Trudeau and Newsom are leading the way. And we saw that with the Canadian truckers. They protested. And of course, Trudeau said they had wrong ideas. It just sounded like something right out of like the Bolshevik revolution. Wrong ideas. Goes ahead and uses this new digital system, which big tech helped create, to shut down people's bank accounts, to restrict them from buying things. Sound familiar? Just like communist China. But what happened? Well, there's still a few conservative justices and judges in Canada who support the concept of individual freedoms that are being stomped out by the Trudeau government. And they ruled that the use of the Emergencies Act to end a truck convoy and to destroy these people was an unjustified infringement of their civil rights. I mean, come on. Can you imagine your president saying you have wrong ideas because you're on the other side of the spectrum that believes in the traditional values of freedom and dignity? So that's what people are facing in Canada. And now we see the same thing happening in the United States with the CIA begging Congress to please allow us to keep spying on our own citizens. And then we see how China planted an FBI mole who was only discovered after they gutted the CIA's spy network. So you see what's going on. It's just crazy stuff, right? And then you see these non-governmental organizations where these government employees are going back and forth from pharma, big tech, from the FBI, CIA, back and forth to big tech. And they're getting, big tech's like basically able to skirt Section 230 and pretty much do whatever they want. And they're supporting one of the political parties, so they're getting political cover. And the people they're targeting are apparently white males, religious people, and people who support the Constitution. So what's the database that the FBI used? Well, several. I mean, they've misused the NSA databases, but now there's these other databases, the DSAC database. This is this private public corporation that the FBI and the Biden administration are moving full steam ahead to spy on you. Okay, so now we see there was a 2023 Wired article. This is kind of old news, right? But Basically, the government is trying to use these public-private partnerships to buy their way out of constitutional protections over we the people. And they're flouting laws about buying information, even though Congress and the Supreme Court have made clear this malarkey has to stop. So now a new report came out a couple days before the State of the Union, exposing massive government surveillance of U.S. citizens through their financial data. Sound familiar? Just like Canada, just like communist China, just like the guy that was sitting next to Klaus Schwab. His company helped China develop that system, which they're now trying to weaponize against us, allegedly. I'm not saying that they are. I don't want to get banned, right? Because if you say something that's true, you might get banned. Now, the findings of the Judiciary Committee are that Barclays Bank, Charles Schwab, all these different banks, PayPal, are using keyword filtering to look up things like firearms-related purchases, MAGA, if you support the last president, domestic violent terrorist, of course. If you support any views that support the Second Amendment or traditional American values, pretty much, you're probably a domestic terrorist, according to these people. So what is this? Well, this is an unlawful public-private leviathan, in my opinion. I believe that the Office of Intelligence and Analysis and these other organizations, the DSAC, they're targeting people because they have what people consider to be conservative political views and other constitutionally protected activities using their financial record. This is why you can never, ever allow the government to go to a digital currency, because even you far leftist Marxists who believe the government should control every aspect of your lives, if somebody gets in power that you don't like a Trump, they're going to weaponize this stuff against you. You should support having a currency system that allows you the most privacy and avoidance possibilities as possible, so you're not constantly in fear and fear of arrest and being jailed by your government, which is what China does. And we don't want that here. We're different than them. Okay, so the FBI and the DHS has been requesting this financial information without warrants. So they're not getting warrants, and they're basically just going after people who dissent. Basically, the same kind of people King George would have gone after prior to the American Revolution. It's the same playbook. There's no difference, according to many experts. So what do? Well, here we go. Let me show you some more stuff, folks. So what this is really about is this is an ancient battle between natural law and the great Leviathan. This is a Hobbes and Locke battle. For China to keep loaning the U.S. money, they need to see that our freedoms are restricted. And free thought and free speech is the enemy of communism. Natural law, especially free speech, and the right to throw off an unjust government are an exponential threat to communism. And that is why, in my opinion, Marxists and leftists attack people who believe in God, who believe in a higher power, because they know that most of us who believe in natural law, where the Bill of Rights comes from, believe that our rights came from a creator and that our rights can't be taken away. Well, that is a real threat to globalism, because globalism rests on the Leviathanic concept that your rights come from man. And of course, who is the man? Well, the king and the king's men. So in this case, literally, the Bank of England is still the king, and all these great bankers who are basically his courtiers. So you have all these large corporations. The same thing, nothing's changed. So one report falsely equates white males and other people who disagree with a lot of left-wing government policies. It automatically and falsely equates them with the KKK. So the report basically says if you're a conservative, you're basically like the American Nazi Party. And FinCEN, the Financial Information Center, basically says you're the same thing. So now all this information is being used to affect your social credit score, which right now is secret to you, but the government is in fact creating a social credit score on you, and they absolutely intend on using it against you once they get enough numbers. And they can do that by flooding the country with illegal aliens and redistricting all of the red states blue using census numbers. None of the illegals even have to vote. All they need is their bodies. And so what does Biden say? Well, Biden says, well, if you support legal immigration, that means you're anti-immigrant. So Biden says Republicans need to pass his law to stop illegals from being citizens and killing them. The Lake and Riley debacle ended up coming up at the State of the Union address. Republicans say all we really need to do is to restore President Trump's original executive order and build a wall. His original executive order said, hey, if you're an illegal, shelter in place, in your country, and we'll consider your case as it comes. In the meantime, there's a legal pathway to immigration, just like 99% of the people in the world who used to come here. They would get in line, they would take a test, we could make sure that they're not a communist or a threat to this country, right? And now we're just ushering them across with the help of tax-funded non-governmental organizations. So what's going on is now we've got an illegal immigrant from Honduras the other day. We just have nonstop reports of people getting raped and attacked by illegal aliens, murdered. And this all came on the heels of, according to Republicans, of President Biden signing his executive order, which reversed Trump's policies. So Biden openly admitted at a State of the Union address, who knows if it was a gaffe, the guy can barely talk, that people are getting killed by illegals. However, the Democrats got really angry that he called them illegals, even though that's what the United States Code calls people who sneak into the country or come across illegally without permission.
Lincoln Riley, an innocent young woman who was killed by an illegal. That's right. But how many of thousands of people being killed by illegals? To her parents, I say, my heart goes out to you, having lost children myself. I understand.
Now, what also came out a couple days before that is 300,000 plus undisclosed illegals were flown in, apparently secretly. But of course, the lapdog press and their fact checkers are all saying, "Oh, well, that's crazy. It's not a secret. I mean, these people are vetted." However, we contacted the Biden administration, and no one's returned our calls yet. About how many of these people that he flew across, so nobody would know they were walking across, even though they came in at like 3 a.m. or coming into air bases. But it's not a secret, right? Because you got to believe their fact checkers, right? Because it cost them a lot of money to buy all these news stations. So now we have reports of them flying people in from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaraguans, and Venezuelans, but none of them have told us how many of the people they flew across have been convicted or accused of rape, murder, or crimes. Well, they won't tell us that. So, you know a lot about who they are by what they don't tell you. All right, so basically, here you go, and I just want to show you. So I'm just going to show you, this video. Illegals who came across, it's just crazy, and they just keep on coming. All right, so basically here is a screenshot of this secret program that they were doing to classify you and your family members who support the Constitution or rule of law as a potential domestic terrorist. So if you support the Center for Immigration Studies, the Federation for Immigration Reform, of course, you're anti-LGBTQ if you support parents being notified whether or not their children are being secretly transitioned in public schools. You're anti-Muslim if you support people being vetted before they come into the country to make sure they're not on the terror watch list, all this stuff. So this is what's going on, guys. People just fresh out of the university, got hired by the administration. They've been put in a position of power, and they're over there working with big tech and all their fact checkers to classify people like you and I as crazies, right? So because of that information could be used to harm your reputation. It's clearly a violation of your civil rights. It's clearly a violation of your privacy rights, say many experts. And there are many potential defendants who you can sue as state actors who are acting basically as the government or instrumentalities thereof, including FinCEN, the Department of the Treasury, the Biden administration, the FBI, Barclays Bank, and all these other private companies who are working hand in hand to tarnish your reputation and paint you as something that you clearly are not. Now, these NGOs and these private corporations, the line is no longer blurred. They're really, according to many experts, at least what I'm seeing with my own eyes as a lawyer, these people are no different than the government. They are working hand in hand with the government. They have a revolving door employment scheme where one hand washes the other. They lobby, they get jobs back and forth with different senators, congressmen, or department heads with the CDC, FDA, FBI, you name it. They're all working for these private companies going back and forth, and their primary mission is to make you look like a domestic terrorist. Are you freaking kidding me? This is why Elon Musk is so furious, and that's why the Twitter files were so important, because they blew the door off of this public-private partnership to target and label people as terrorists or evil because they disagree with their political views. Now, potential plaintiffs include you, ordinary citizens, Dick Sporting Goods, Cabela's, Bass Pro Shops, religious institutions, booksellers, gun stores, you name it. I mean, these people are all being, basically, by the government doing this, they're sending also a message to all these banking institutions: don't do business with white male Christians who support the Constitution, because you might go on this list too. This is just like what happened when you saw the communist Chinese Revolution, the same kind of garbage. Now, you can sue under also what they call a state actor theory, where they're so closely associated with the government that you can literally sue them as if they were the government under a state actor theory, under civil rights. So there might be hope for you if your reputation was tarnished. You can also sue under a government instrumentality theory. The potential claims, as I said, civil rights, there's equal protection issues. If they're just targeting white males and Christians, that's a problem, right? Invasion of right to privacy, conspiracy, RICO, tortious interference with business relations, obviously defamation. They're clearly trying to defame you and your business and everything about you by giving you these false classifications and basically making people inside the government believe you're the enemy. So there's a lot of brainwashing within these government institutions to rewrite history, and with these DEI initiatives and diversity hires and getting rid of merit to basically just put their political lackeys in charge. And that's what's really been going on. Now, the problem is you've got to find all this information. Well, the way you can start is with a FOIA request. Just start doing FOIAs, guys, left and right. And then after that, get yourself a good personal injury civil rights attorney. Again, everything that I do here is separate and apart from my work as a personal injury attorney in California and Texas. Please make sure to always like and subscribe. Make sure to share and make sure to save. And make sure to save it on your own computer, because you never know when Big Brother is going to come after me and try to completely ban this channel and everything that I'm talking about, because I'm the only person out there who's really sharing stuff that's important. In the meantime, Semper Fidelis, and have a great day. Hoorah.
I just got motivated right now. Damn, who is that guy? Who is that good-looking dude? Who is that good-looking dude with the lat spread? I just got motivated right now. Give me a bunch of ones, Jody. Give me a bunch of ones for the fact that I have to keep on buying new shirts because I keep ripping the seams out of my shirts. I'm loving it. Getting motivated right now there. Yo, hurry up. Give me some push-ups, you crazy psychos. Good seeing you, Swedish Observer. I love it, man. All right, so you guys get an idea about what's going on, right? All right. So, again, I am attorney Michael Lelyon. I'm an attorney licensed in California and Texas. If you want to help support my channel and keep my wife off my butt, buy a copy of my book, my ebook. I have an ebook for $19.99 called My Journey to Becoming a Practicing Lawyer with No Law Degree or Undergrad. You can pick up a copy for $19.99 by going to my YouTube channel there, Just go to my YouTube channel. Make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to save. Anyways, I cover all the different states that offer law study programs, which is basically the old way of becoming a lawyer, where you would read the law and you would basically be like a mason, where you would be a squire, you'd study under a knight, and you would become a lawyer by going to court. And like I did, I tried 3 cases before the jury, as a certified law student, before I even got my bar card. So that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Okay. So my book covers that. So for all you people who think that, you have to be a member of the administrative state and go to some commie law school where they teach you how to hate your country. No, you don't. Law school doesn't teach you legal history. Law school doesn't teach you about natural law. They basically teach, in my opinion, because I did go to law school after I got my law degree. So I'm a licensed practicing attorney in California and Texas. I got my Juris Doctorate after I was already a practicing licensed attorney. I'm here to tell you guys that the United States Marine Corps and those values that Joe Biden and his commie buddies are trying to destroy right now are the reason I'm here before you. My father was a Marine before me, and the value system that I learned in the Marine Corps, discipline equals freedom. The only reason why I'm here right now is because of the value system that Senior Drill Instructor Gunnery Sergeant Minder, Staff Sergeant Williams, Sergeant Dunkel, right? And Sergeant Monroe, hoofed right, hoofed right, head off right, hachoed right, ho righty, hoofed right. That was Staff Sergeant Monroe. He also did hoofed right, hoofed right, hefty righty left. That's when he was making fun of us for dragging our boots. I'm just telling you, that's why you have me before you. You don't need to go to some Marxist commie school where they want to charge you $100,000 and then in exchange for a vote for some idiot, demented fool like Sleepy Joe Biden, they'll excuse your debt. No. Handle your business. Stack gold, stack silver, right? Collect your own rainwater. Grow your own food. Homestead. Homeschool your kids. Develop parallel systems where we help one another. And that's what I teach on my channel. Anyways, so it's super good to see you, April Rain, Greg B. Let me see, Cult of Odin. I love having you on my show today, brother. This is such an awesome program. You guys rock, man. Michael J. Quintera, good seeing you, bro. So, so we've covered what's going on. The reason why we have this new program that Sleepy Joe and O'Biden wanted to push on us. Thank God we still have a couple of non-commie judges who pushed against this. But basically, this is a states' rights issue. We have the federal government trying to force us to disclose the names of all of our corporations, addresses, and heads. If I was to move to a new address, my accountant informed me that I would have to pay a $500 a day fine until I reported that I moved to a new address. So, if you're somebody who is trying to escape California and moving to Nevada and then maybe to Texas, if you made the mistake of not giving the government your new location because you're part of a corporation, these assholes would charge you $500 a day for that. Thanks a lot, Democrats. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right, so let's get into the next. Let's get into the next program because I have to keep working because I'm still behind on hours, and I have a job besides running a YouTube channel. By the way, guys, give me a bunch of ones for Mr. Gold, Lane Myers, and Reluctant Prophet for their battle out in Arizona. And I am in the process of getting motioned in to try to become a Nevada attorney as well. So hopefully I can help out Reluctant Prophet and my homeboys out in Arizona who apparently have the crummiest lawyers in the country. But once you have somebody like me, it's all over, guys. We're going to war. All right. So let's get into it. You're right. You're right, Brett. But no man is an island, homie. And I've got over 20 years of legal experience. And I also have another thing going for me. It's not just the experience that I have, it's my results. I've recovered over $300 million from my clients. And it just keeps on going and going and going like an Energizer bunny. And it's not about the money, but it shows you that. So merit is based on not just time and grade, but based on your achievements. I have achievements that most people could never dream of. And that's why I support guys like Lane and Reluctant Prophet and these other homeboys. But Brett says I'm on probation. Thanks, Brett. I appreciate that, dude. You guys are crazy, man. I love you guys. Anyways, so let's get into the next round of videos. So this is my homeboy over at freaking doggone Mr. 5 ID Refusal. So I'm going to keep working. And if I see somebody thanks, Jody. If somebody throws me a buck, I'm going to stop and I'm going to talk. But if not, I'm just going to keep playing Mr. 5 ID. Make sure to like and subscribe to Mr. 5 ID Refusal's channel. Really love this guy. I've gotten him at least a few thousand subs, and I want to keep it going because government accountability is what Team MPE is all about. I don't care if it's police, politicians, the Pentagon, generals, it doesn't matter. That's kind of why I like this Hegseth guy, because he's, at least, we all know, we know what he's all about. Yeah, he's cheated on his wife. What guy in the military hasn't, right? But at least we know he's not a freaking BG or above. So we know he's not going to sell out to the military industrial complex like all these a-hole leftists who try to trash him. So let's get into the next video and then we'll go from there. How's that sound to you? Give me a bunch of ones for the next set of videos. All right.
Came out to see what's going on.
Huh?
So we came out to see what's going on.
What's going on?
To see if you need anything. I haven't seen
Do who need anything?
Wait, you're Nick, right? No, you're not Nick.
Who?
Nick? From downtown Fort Lauderdale?
I don't ask the question.
On November
Thanks, Chris.
27,
Appreciate it, bro.
2020, at Tamarack City Hall, Florida, Big Nick conducted a First Amendment audit on the right to record. During this process, he was approached and harassed by Officer Stephanie Kelly, badge number 1907, Officer Marion, badge number 15511, and 2 other male officers. For more details, check the links in the description. If you agree that the actions of the police were wrong, leave a number 5 in the comments.
Big Nick, South Florida Accountability in the city of Tamarack at City Hall, coming out to conduct the First Amendment audit.
How we doing?
I don't know, how are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Excellent.
Good. Is there something I can help you with?
Yeah, you go in there and give me a Coca-Cola?
Am I gonna get what, sir?
Can you go get me a Coca-Cola?
I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're asking.
Can you go get me a drink, a Coca-Cola?
No, sir, we don't have Coca-Colas available.
Okay, then no, you can't.
Okay.
What's the name of your badge number?
My name is Burhout, badge number is 8351.
Thank you.
Well,
You get back to work, get dismissed.
okay.
Get back to work.
That's okay.
So you really just sit here and take taxpayers' dollars freely, rather than doing some actual work?
I'm just gonna stay here for a minute.
Okay, so you're gonna stand there?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay right here.
All right, good to go. All right, thank you. Thought you was gonna stand right there.
Well, I'm gonna go back to work. You want me to go back to work, sir?
Oh, so you changed your mind. So now you want to listen. What took so long in the first place?
Yep.
What's going on? All right, what's going on?
Came out to see what's going on.
Huh?
So we came out to see what's going on.
Just,
What's going on?
to see if you need anything. I haven't seen
Do who need anything?
Wait, you're Nick, right? No, you're not Nick. Nick? From downtown Fort Lauderdale?
I don't ask the questions.
Okay. All right.
But what's going on?
You
Huh?
can't come over and talk.
You want to come talk to me?
Yeah, why not?
Oh my God, who are you?
Hello.
What's your name?
Kelly.
What's your badge number?
What's your name, sir?
What's your badge number?
What's your name, sir?
Come on,
Big Nick?
come on, honor your policy. Whenever you make contact with a citizen, you will identify yourself, name, rank, and star number. So you are.
Kelly.
I know, but now that you're here, I want to make sure that I identify you. And you are?
As I already told you, my name is Stephanie Kelly.
And your badge number?
19087.
Thank you. That was.
So that's the problem with the government, guys. That's something that I really want you guys to understand. Our founding fathers intended that we, the people, would be in charge. And this dude right here, he's part of Team MPE. Give me a bunch of ones for this homie. This is the kind of people that I want on my channel. Look, you know, I'm all about being civil and about being kind and courteous and considerate. But he just taught this woman a lesson that the servant is not the master. Okay. By the way, guys, I'm working. I'm a lawyer. I do these shows because I get hundreds of emails every day from people like Life Under, Jody Shiloh, April Rain, Greg B, Beyond Watcher Program. And all these guys tell me the same thing. Mike, keep going. Keep doing it. You're the only lawyer we've ever met who actually gives a crap about the people. And guys, I got to tell you, I've made millions. I've lost millions. But my heart and soul will always be with you. We, the people. That's what I'm all about, guys. That's why I do these shows. Do you think that I'm getting brownie points from judges or government officials or insurance companies by doing these shows? Do you think I'm like getting rich from that? Don't kid yourself, guys. I'm putting my freaking neck out on the line because I care about you. Let's keep going.
Wasn't so hard. Now let me get it. You are?
Marion.
That's
15511.
15511?
Yes, sir.
And you are?
18423.
Thank you so much. I hope you guys stay safe and make sure you stay socially distant.
Healthy. And happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
All right.
All right. Have a good one.
How you doing? You having a good day?
What's your name and your badge number?
Santa Lucia, 10374. What's your name, sir? You don't like
Hi, Big Nick.
Hey, your name and your badge number?
Deputy Riggs 17664.
Thank you. See, they know who I am.
Huh?
They all know who I am.
I don't know who you are.
I say you know who I am. You just wanted to mess with me.
No, look at me. Look. I've never seen you before. Why would I lie to you?
Because I'm famous with the Brown County Sheriff's Department.
You are.
You're in with YouTube. I see a couple of your videos.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Yes. Someone said something that's going on. We'll make sure it's okay.
You got responding to a service call?
Huh?
Are you responding to a service call?
Yeah.
Okay, can I get the call number, please?
I don't know it.
Who got the call? It's a service call. There's a call number generator, right?
No. That's 13%.
No body cams? Your body cam is activated?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you.
Very welcome. Sorry, can I go? The card? I said thank you. Sure, thank you.
So you guys know I mean no ill harm, right? No ill will at all, right?
Oh.
You guys understand why I do this, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hey, it's free. You can tape any place you want to, except for a government building. You can't tape inside a government building. Federal building.
Now, you know what?
It's not a
Where did you get that information from? What if I was to tell you that there's a DHS Homeland Security memo that was out in 2008, updated in 2018, which absolutely allowed me, as a proprietor of any government establishment that's open to the public, that I can go inside and actually record. You should check me out on YouTube, Big Nick South Florida Accountability.
Okay. Maybe
I can actually go inside because the Supreme Court has ruled that me as a citizen can come out and observe you in the course of your duties.
You can.
And that means inside and outside.
Yeah.
So I absolutely can, because there is no Mr. Federal Government. Who's the federal government? It's me, right? The people inside are just representations of me, right?
Sort of. Yeah.
Sort of. If I didn't pay taxes, then they wouldn't be in there, right?
No, you'd still be in there. There's people
No,
that
how would they get paid? The government doesn't make money. How would they get paid?
investments.
Whose investment? The government doesn't own
Tell
anything
it.
to produce
Tell
any
it.
No,
income.
I'm joking.
Oh, okay.
So it always makes me laugh when I hear these freaking government employees say, well, I pay taxes too. Yeah, you sure do. Because a guy like this, an industrious dude, or a guy like me, went out and got up at 4 a.m. in the morning, had a good mommy and daddy to teach him how to create his own business and work. Government doesn't generate wealth. Government takes wealth from we, the people. Don't ever forget that, guys. Let's get back into this. I mean, this dude right here, I wish he came on my show. If any of you guys know who this guy is, this auditor, please, please, please reach out to me. By the way, I just got a text from a female saying that my tie's messed up. I can't put my tie on because my neck's gotten so big from doing bridges the last couple of weeks that I'm ripping all the buttons off my shirt. So please forgive me, ladies. Sorry, Mom. Please, look, I can't buy new clothes all the time when I train, so just work with me. But I appreciate y'all supporting me. Where's Jody Shiloh, by the way? She's legit. All right, let's get back into it, guys. Sorry. Just having some freaking doggone fun. Let's go.
Okay, thank you. That's all. No, it's all education. That's all. I mean, no ill will. I just have to come out and inform the citizens because ever since 9/11, for some reason, you guys start dressing like paratroopers, storm raiders,
paratroopers,
as if Al Qaeda has been to Broward County. And we just want to go back. I hate the polyester you guys have to wear. I do. I think it's time to change to get you guys more comfortable uniforms. It sucks that you have to wear that. I prefer the white shirts from back in the days, but I understand why you guys no longer use the white shirts because it's a big white target. I understand that, but it's time to get out the polyester, man. It's time to get out the polyester, and it's time to start dressing like G.I. Joe. Go back to community policing. You know,
community policing like this. We're talking to the public.
Yeah, but you're kind of intimidating with your dress, though.
Yep.
It is very intimidating.
T-shirt.
Yeah, it's kind of, but see, when people see images on television of the Marines and going to war and things of that nature, it kind of reflects that, and that's what it looked like. Who is this fine person? Came on screen, I gotta identify you, buddy. Who are you?
Love this dude. Legit, man.
This is exactly why I do what I do.
You know what? Hey, boss. Hey, I told him he could leave. We don't need 5 people out here for somebody we know.
But he came on the scene. I would have to identify him now.
Hell.
So who is he? Who is he?
Deputy Hodge. I don't know his ID. Yeah, we don't need 8 people out here.
Yeah, but when a member of the public is trying to get your attention, the least you can do is stop and say, how can I help you, sir?
Well, he's listening to me. I told him to go ahead and leave. That's why. So he probably didn't see you come up there. I said, just go ahead and leave. I don't need 8 people out here.
What's your rank?
Sergeant.
You're sergeant. All right.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, sergeant.
Hey, you're a peaceful guy. You're just out here doing stuff. That's all we're doing.
Just out here exercising the First Amendment, man. This is America, man.
Exactly.
This is freedom, man. You know, this is the reason why we have this as the very First Amendment, because it encourages everyone to do this.
Back. I'm good.
All right, Nate. It was a pleasure meeting you. I never got to meet you before.
First of all, let me thank you for your professionalism. And if this is a sergeant that you guys work under, I commend him because it rolls downhill and they were very respectable, very professional.
Didn't do anything wrong.
I just simply said I don't ask the questions. They didn't press the issue. You know, they didn't do any of the above. So the Broward County Sheriff's Department for the city of Tamarack, I can't ask for much more, man. Even a dap for the sergeant. Even a dap. You know I got to come a little hard just to see if you guys going to remain professional.
Face mask.
Yeah, I know. But you know where this is from, right?
No.
You know where this is from? You should know. This is from John Lewis, Congressman John Lewis.
Oh.
This is the quote he said, let's start some good trouble.
Okay.
And that's what I'm doing. By exercising the First Amendment right to show the citizens of Tamarack For Lauderdale, Broward County, whoever else, that is okay to come out and observe our public officials. All right? All right.
All right. So real quick. So even though John Lewis sold out to the communists, he had a lot of good things to say back in the day. And I just think it's because, the communists will do whatever they can to destroy our country. So they supported him back in the day. But this auditor dude, I like him a lot. Give me a bunch of ones for this auditor. We don't like communists over here at Team MPE because we believe that our rights come from an all-powerful creator, not the state. And we've seen examples of the Bolsheviks. We've seen the German example of communism under National Socialism, which was nationalist communism. Of course, the public school system will never admit that, but that's the reality. Anyways, let's get back into the next set of videos. By the way, what do you guys think? Can you tell I've been training? Check out those lats. Check out that lat development. Freaking kill. All right. So Lynn Davidson says, what do you call a woman that always knows where her husband is? Tell me, Lynn, what do you call a woman who always knows where her husband is? I want to hear it. Not 111. No, I want to know. My wife always knows where I am because if I need to come and put some freaking heat down range, if I need to come and put some, hold up. If I need to put some FN 45 rounds of FU down range, she knows that I'll be there within a couple of seconds. But you tell me what you think. Tell me what you think, Lynn. I want to hear it. A widow. Lynn, straight up. My wife knows where I am. I'm either in the office or I'm within a couple of minutes from the house because we got kids. So the difference between me and the stereotype male is my job is to reproduce and to make sure those kids are homeschooled, they learn about homesteading, and they stay as far away from the administrative state as possible. That's my job, to make sure that they're not brainwashed by these freaking weirdos that Gavin Newsom wants to have in charge of your life. All right. Hey, Black Man, what's up, big dog? So we got give me a bunch of ones for Black Man in the house. One of my most recent moderators. And Colt of Odin, I've got to get you a wrench, bro. Remind me next chat because I'm working right now. Guys, you actually caught me while I'm at work. And I'm supposed to go meet with a very important person tonight who you guys all know, a golden individual. But I'm not going to name names. But I'm waiting for a text message, so I might have to bone out a little early. But hell yeah, Garth, Black Man, Jody Shiloh. Take care of my Black Man, Jody Shiloh. He's a legit dude. Let's see here. Yeah, hell yeah, Jody. Thank you for supporting my most recent moderator. Do what you got to do to make sure he's comfy. Brett Ray, Kermit's finger. Yeah. Man, you guys are awesome. I love my audience, by the way. What's the matter? You says, what's long and green and smells like Miss Piggy? I don't know, bro. It sounds like the chow hall to me at 52 area Camp Pendleton. And then let's see what else we got going on here. Lynn Davidson says, I got a dumb joke. I already heard that joke. You cray cray. You cray cray. All right. So Beyond Watcher program. All right, Beyond Watcher. I got you, bro. I love Colt of Odin because I am a true freaking doggone Swede. And I love Odin. And you spelled it right because Wotan, W-O-T-A-N, in Deutsch ist W. W is W in Deutsch. Ich habe studiert Deutsch im Orange Coast College gern. Aber what's the matter, you? Thanks, Lynn. South Florida Accountability. Man, I got a bunch of people in here. All right, let me get back into the videos. I may have to bone out because I got a homeboy of mine who wants me to meet him at a restaurant. So let's keep going. Let's have some fun, guys. Let's have some fun. Super chats And donations go to the front of the line, guys. Hey, guys, it ain't easy being me. Hey, it ain't easy being me. By the way, guys, I used to be Rodney Dangerfield's limousine driver. Give me a bunch of ones for Rodney. I believe Rodney Dangerfield was the best comedian in the history of humanity. I don't care what you guys think. If you disagree, you're wrong, and you're banned for life. Anyways, Rodney was a legit dude. I used to have a limousine company before I was a lawyer, and he was legit, man. I really love that guy. Amazing. All right, let's get back into videos. I'm getting misty right now there. Yo, let's go.
So on behalf of Big Nick South Florida Accountability, I want to tell you two goodbye. All right, thank you. Big Nick South Florida Accountability at the city of Tamarack. Out.
21. Burhow 8351. Make sure you watch Big Nick on YouTube.
Big Nick asserted that recording in public facilities is legal and protected under the First Amendment, citing legal precedents to support his actions. Although there was initial confrontation, some officers maintained professionalism and refrained from abusing their authority, highlighting the importance of proper training and respect for individual rights.
And we have police action. They all on the curve. Wonder what happened. Let's see if we can get some information. They laughing and giggling. They just hanging on out.
What's going on, Chief?
What's going on over here?
We're very urgent to go there, okay?
Why?
We have some people here. I want you to open the door.
Nobody can't open the door from the inside. They can't open the door from the inside.
No.
What's your name and badge number?
From the outside.
I wouldn't do that.
Well,
I'm a law-abiding citizen. What's your name and badge number?
My name is Lisaraga. Badge number is 626.
Okay. What's going on over here? What happened?
Police activity.
What kind?
The kind that requests for our presence to be out.
Somewhat of a good answer.
I want to talk about it in people's business like that.
I mean, it's public business, right?
Yeah.
I mean, all the time, right?
Yeah.
The moment you show up, it's public business, right?
It's business between us and the people involved, yeah.
Nah, when you show up, it becomes public.
Who becomes public?
You, the information.
Everyone, you're public.
Right. So why you say not yet?
Because now we're investigating a crime. Awesome.
What's the crime, man? What happened? What's the call?
Us and the people involved.
I can't get the CAD number?
Nah.
Why not?
Not yet.
I gotta wait till it's over?
Yeah.
Okay. I can wait. What's your name and badge number, sir?
666.
Name?
Rodriguez.
All right, and you?
Really, really quick, though. Really quick and proper like, though. Did we already watch this one? If we already watched this video, tell me, because I'll fast forward it. Guys, I'm working like on cases right now. This is the craziest thing. I'm trying to like juggle two birds with one stone. So let me know if we saw this video already. Give me a bunch of ones if we saw this one already. Give me a bunch of twos if you don't give a shit. Give me a bunch of threes if you want me to fast forward. So ones if we saw it, twos if you don't give a shit, three if you want me to fast forward. So let me know. Hey, Mr. Gold. Hell yeah, bro. So guys, give me a bunch of ones for Mr. Gold, because Mr. Gold is freaking legit dude. Mr. Gold is somebody who's being terrorized by the administrative state over in the state of Arizona. Thanks, Life Under the Microscope. I thought we saw it already, but I just love listening to this guy talk, man. But everybody, give me a bunch of ones for Mr. Gold. So Mr. Gold, as you know, I am a lawyer licensed in California and Texas.
My daughter is homeschooled, and I'm teaching her how to be a lawyer. She's already done about 6 months worth of curriculum that a regular communist run, I mean, public school student would have already done. And so I think she'll have her college degree by the time she's about 16 or 17. And I'm having her help me out with all this stuff. And she's helping me get my my motion to waive into Arizona. So once I get licensed in Arizona, I've already picked up enough donations from people on my channel to where I should be able to help you at least a little bit with your stuff, you and Reluctant Prophet. I'm actually really disappointed that, like, honestly, like, I wish that I had gone up against the lawyers in your state, because the California lawyers are actually somewhat intelligent as far as the public service sector goes. But what I've seen so far is the attorneys and the judiciary in Arizona are not even close to the level of what you'd find in California. So you're kind of lucky in that regard that you do not have the kind of competition that I had to go through when I was getting my cameras stomped by cops before we even had cell phones, right? So we had like these big video cameras, and they would throw them on the ground and stomp on them and then accuse us of resisting arrest, which is what led me to becoming a lawyer with no law degree or undergrad. But hey, what's up, Black Man 903? And Brett, I agree with you that corruption's bad coast to coast, but the quality of attorneys in Arizona are like vacuum cleaners that just, they suck. All right. So I'm going to get back into these videos. RD, lawyers with no law degree are what our original founding fathers were. Law schools were established to control people. Public schools were established to control people. Colleges were established to brainwash kids into thinking boys are girls and girls are boys. It's a joke. So wake the F up if you're trying to be cynical. The only way you're going to be a real human being, by the way, guys, give me a bunch of ones for April Rain for supporting my channel. 1999 super chat. Arrgh! You just motivated me. That bought me another day because my wife has been like, you're not making any money. You're not doing YouTube. Blah, 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 blah. You should be doing this. You should be doing that. I'm like, I'm sharing stuff with people that people need. So, you know, don't trash talk my woman either, guys. She's just doing what she knows. She wants to make sure that either I take my son to judo or I make some money online. So that's what we're doing. All right. So let's get into the next one. And his name is Spell Check. Yeah. You guys are awesome. I love doing these shows because I still have I still need to do about 3 more hours of billing in order to meet my house payment this month. So trust me, guys, you get me one car accident or one motorcycle accident case, and you'll see me here a lot longer. Anyways, Mr. Gold, it's super great. I'm super grateful to have you here, bro. Oh, thank you. Well, Mr. Gold, I would have never disclosed that, but you can. Anyway, I'm gonna remove that from my screen. But Mr. Gold, I'm coming in hot, man. I'm always locked and loaded in arms, so just remember that when you meet me. Oh, right on. Yeah, Greg B. Greg B just threw me $5. Thanks, Greg. I appreciate that, bro. And look, guys, give me a bunch of ones for Greg, and make sure to like and subscribe to Greg's channel. You guys who support my channel financially, you make it possible for guys like Cult of Odin and Blackman 903 and What's the Matter You, Beyond Watcher program, to be able to enjoy my content. And it means a lot to me, you know. Now, I'm going to make a good faith effort to go live tomorrow morning because I got to train to give you guys an Uki band workout. I'll train some judo moves, teach you some stuff. But this weekend is going to be rough. I've got Dick Heller of District of Columbia versus Heller coming in this weekend. I have the SHOT Show. I'm going to try to go live from there if they let me film and don't give me a hard time. And
Hopefully I'll be hanging out with Chili De Castro from Delete Laws. Have a lot of respect for him. He gave up 4 months of his life for a false charge. I don't care what you think of him personally. The fact that this dude was willing to like go to prison for what he believes in, I think that guys like Mr. Gold, Reluctant Prophet, and Lane should have a lot of respect for him. Look, I think I'm the only guy who actually visited him when he was in jail, and ultimately the Nevada Department of Corrections denied my visitations once these mother effers over at YouTube started reporting to them that this out-of-state lawyer who's not licensed in Nevada was visiting him. And they destroyed my ability to visit him, even though I represented him in another state on out-of-state matters. So that tells you how corrupt the government is, that they'll take away your ability to have outside connections and friends. You guys need to wake the freaking heck up, man. Look at these January 6ers. They put them in cells about the size of your pinky. And they shot some lady in the neck, and the Communist News Network and PMSNBC went ahead and lied through their teeth to make you think it's okay to have someone locked up. It's all a test because they want the 51%. They want the 51%, guys. Think about it. They want control of the 51% because in a democracy, the mob rules. That's why we are a constitutional republic. Let's get back into these videos, guys. Let's get back into the videos because I'm gonna start freaking putting rounds down range. I'm so angry right now. You have no idea how I feel right now. Let's go.
Ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am. Okay, she not glad she don't hear me. What's your name and badge number, sir?
633.
633. What's your name and badge number, ma'am?
Gonzalez 62509.
All right. What's your name and badge number, sir? Okay, he playing busy. Let me get around you, big dog. I'm on the sidewalk, sir.
Okay, step back.
I'm
We're
obviously going around. Do you want me to walk through them, or would you rather me walk this way?
Sir, we're dealing with the robbery.
I am going around you guys.
Don't give us a hard time, all right?
I'm not giving you a hard time. Y'all giving me a hard time walking around it. I made sure not to walk through your people. I came around
Listen, sir.
to go around you guys. Detain me for what? There's no reason to detain me. This is not a crime scene. Y'all don't. I'm walking through it. Y'all don't even have it taped off. Thank you. Let me walk through. Thank you. Thank you. That's all you had to.
Go ahead. We're literally in the middle of an investigation.
Okay.
I do not want to detain you, sir. I do not want to detain you, sir.
You don't have to explain it. There's someone.
There's no tape up, sir. Until you put tape up, it's not even a crime scene yet.
Well, I'll tell you where you can send it, sir.
Where can I stand? Because y'all kind of pressing me, and I don't really like that. Because there is no tape up, and it's not a crime scene. Until this is a public sidewalk, though. I'm not touching you. You walking up on me? What do you mean?
On February 25th, 2024, in Los Angeles County, California, over 20 police officers were stationed to monitor a single sidewalk, while Officer Gonzalez expressed dissatisfaction with an auditor from the channel Gambino Green Thumb. The auditor, known for their direct approach typical of legal audits in the U.S., emphasized that filming police in public spaces is a lawful right protected under the First Amendment. Gambino highlighted the importance of knowing your rights when dealing with law enforcement and advised against placing full trust in police, especially when misinformation could arise. Leave a number 5 in the comments if you believe Officer Gonzalez needs to be fired.
I'm literally taking steps back and you're walking forward.
You are delaying an investigation.
I'm giving you orders, sir. I'm giving you orders to stand behind that.
Okay, can I get a sergeant out here?
Yeah, sir.
Yeah. I'm gonna need a sergeant. I'm not delaying anything. You guys need to tape this off. This is a public sidewalk. We have free access. Yes, we have free access. You can't just pull up on the side. Look, now he's moving. So now what's the excuse? No, see, y'all just making up stuff. Y'all just making up stuff. What's your name?
Dominguez.
What's your badge number?
656655.
All right. And what's your name and badge number?
I gave it to you already.
All right. It's a couple of women out here, so I can't be sure. What's your name and badge number?
Vincent 677.
I don't want to assume that all of y'all the same. What's your name and badge number?
Alvarado 655. 49723.
All right. Why these people so hostile? You seem nicer. I might need to talk to you. Do you not know that it's not a crime scene until you guys tape it off, and until then we have public access to the sidewalk?
We have an investigation.
I understand that, but if it's a crime scene, you guys need to tape it off. If you don't want the people in the public to be able to flow through it, you need to tape it off, and you know that, right? Or am I mistaken? Because no. Where am I mistaken at?
Sir, we're allowing you to walk around.
You're not allowing me. I'm free. You're not allowing me to do anything. I know. That's why I'm staying.
Walk around. We're in the middle of an investigation.
Okay, so go investigate.
We are investigating.
Go ahead.
Permission,
Yeah, I give you permission to go ahead and investigate. I'm not stopping you from investigating. And that's why he moved off the sidewalk, because he knew he shouldn't have been on the sidewalk. Just like you guys probably shouldn't be on the sidewalk up here. And next time y'all need to put tape up if y'all want to try to hold down a particular area. Y'all know that already. Because what if somebody with a wheelchair came by here? Y'all wouldn't even let them through. They would have to. They would have to be going in the street. They would have to go in the street. But they would have to go in the street, right? But they would have to go in the street, right? Yeah. Look. You can't get past the trees, and you can't get through the officers. How am I speculating? It's visible that it's not a space for someone in a wheelchair, but they would have to go on the street, right? They would have to go on the street. No, it's visual. I can see it. Where can a wheelchair fit through at?
You make no sense, sir.
Where can a wheelchair fit through? You make no sense, ma'am. You make no sense, ma'am.
I'm here helping the community.
Okay, I'm asking you, how can the community get through here if someone was in a wheelchair? There's no space. There's no space. So you guys shouldn't even pull it up like that in the beginning on the curve right here on the sidewalk. I don't either. I'm just here observing it. And I'm watching how you guys are conducting yourself in the midst of it. And that is not publicly accessible for the public while it's open with no tape. It should be open for the public to flow through. If someone was in a wheelchair, they couldn't get through there. I would hope so. Because y'all delaying the public right now. That's what that is. You're delaying the public.
We actually have the public out here thanking us for being here, except for you.
I haven't thanked you. Should I just walk up and say thank you right off the bat?
I don't need that.
So why are you saying except for me? I'm not causing a delay. How? By me standing here recording? How? So how is that delaying it? So how is that delaying it? Exactly. You can't even verbalize it. You can't even verbalize it. Tell me how that's delaying you.
You make no sense.
It can make sense to me then. Exactly. Just stop while you're ahead. Because you make no sense. And I also requested a sergeant. Can I get that sergeant?
We will get the sergeant as soon as we're done with our investigation.
All right, I'm just making sure. That's fine. I'm just making sure. I'm just making sure. Because I am requesting one.
For what's the request for?
I'll let the sergeant know.
Well, I have to tell him what.
No, all you have to do is let him know that a citizen is requesting a sergeant. That's it. That's all you have to say.
That's it. That's what you want him for? All right.
I didn't say that's what I want him for, but I am requesting one. See how you're making no sense? I never said what I wanted him for. Just said that I am requesting one. And now you're making sense. It's crazy. Y'all was really aggressive. Y'all was kind of irate. You don't think so? Just for somebody walking through with a camera when y'all don't have no tape up? For me to know where it's indicated for us not to go? Wouldn't you think that was like, a little extra what y'all did? Or not?
No.
No? Oh, you just used to bullying people, huh?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. What do you think? Without the crime tape up, do you think that was not a little extra for what they did? Or you don't want to comment? You seem a little more reasonable. That's why I like speaking to you. But if you don't want to say anything, I can't force you to. Choosing not to.
There's an investigation going on.
I'm asking you about what they did. This is separate from that.
Yeah, we can't talk about the investigation.
I'm not asking you about the investigation. I'm asking you about what they did to me, specifically. But it's open to the public. I can go through there. Okay, can I get that supervisor?
He's on his way.
All right. Can I get your name and badge number? Vasquez 642875. And you?
You got me again.
I don't know. All y'all look alike in uniform.
6665.
Come on now. I'm open to go through here now, right?
I love this.
I don't want to walk past her. She might grab. It look open. Look like they done. What do that have to do with me walking past? Okay, I'm going to Jack in the Box. Excuse me. I'm going to get something to eat.
Our suspects are in there right now.
I can walk past the car with suspects in it. What do that mean? There's an officer there. The suspects are secure in the car. Now you're hindering my free flow. Can I walk through and go to Jack in the Box? No, I need to go this way. I need to go this way. You see how you're hindering my flow of going this way? I need to go this way. Look at these officers blocking me off. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 officers blocking me. What do that have to do with me walking?
Well, don't leave. You said you're going to leave. I said
I'm going to get something to eat. Who said I wasn't waiting on him? I could wait right there.
Like in 2 minutes.
God damn. What's wrong with you? Why are you so irate?
I'm actually really happy today. It's sad.
Damn, you're a trip. So now I can walk through, right? Because everything's done. I need to be able to walk flow. Go ahead through here. Y'all tripping, man. Nah, y'all tripping. Why can people go this way, but I can't come this way? That's weird. They just let them people go through. From where?
From coming this way.
I didn't see that. All right, good information. Because I was talking to y'all.
Yes.
But I need to not be blocked right here. Where am I blocked for? Whoever's in the car is secure. Why can't I walk through?
All right. So everybody in my chat, repeat after me. Hails Gia. So I'll either type in HEYAALLZ. Hails HEYALLZ. And then J space JIA. Hails Gia. I want to see it, man. Give me a Hails Gia. Give it to me, guys. I want to see it right now. Right freaking now there. You all have to give me push-ups. Here we go. Hails Gia.
Through the sidewalk to go past the car. And the car is driving. And he's backing up this way. That looked a little unsafe.
You are good.
That's
bro.
a little unsafe. Yeah. So y'all was stopping me until he went off the curb.
We don't want you to get
You didn't even know he was going to start pulling off yet.
My man.
Exactly.
My
So now
man
you're just
right
making
there,
up shit. Now I can walk through. Watch out. I'm not leaving. I'm just walking through.
Oh, okay.
Damn,
That's
you
what's up,
want me to
dude.
leave. I'm waiting on the sergeant. I'm waiting on the sergeant.
Power to
So
the
now the
people,
sergeant's not
homie.
coming?
He's coming.
Okay, I don't believe y'all now. I don't believe y'all now.
Hails
I
Gia.
got y'all name and shit, so it's all right. I know y'all lying.
Right on, man.
In pieces of shit.
Despite Officer Gonzalez and her colleagues using an overwhelming
Hails
presence
Gia.
to intimidate and pressure Gambino, the auditor firmly asserted that his actions were legal and protected. Gambino also questioned why police do not use yellow tape to cordon off areas during investigations, instead of obstructing citizens exercising their right to public oversight.
Okay, your officers has treated me pretty bad out here. At least I like to
Kein
think.
Problem,
Now, if
mein
there's a
Herr,
crime going on the
ja.
curb, do they not have to have up tape in order to tell me I can't go in certain areas?
No, they don't need tape up.
Why not? When that's the law. The law states if it's a crime scene, it needs to be taped off. If it's not, then it's public access. If it's the curb, I need to be able to walk through, right?
What penal code section is that?
What penal code says is not true. I just told you that if it's a crime scene, it needs to be taped off, right?
No.
Hails
Why not?
Gia.
No, because
Hails
Well, until
Gia.
then, people can stumble through there, right?
you're gonna ask me a question. Let me answer your
Go
question.
ahead, let me hear
okay?
it. Go ahead.
All right. Sometimes we don't have time to put up tape. Sometimes tape's
What's up,
unnecessary.
man?
Sometimes I just need my deputies there to get people back out of our crime scenes. Sometimes that's all we need. So we don't have to put up tape. We're not legally
So
obligated
they can't
to put up
guide
tape.
people through? If I
They-
needed to go through?
If we have a crime scene and they need to contain that area, then
But
no,
they was parked on a curb.
that's fine.
That's not fine.
Yeah, it is.
Says what?
Says the vehicle code section.
Where?
In the vehicle code section.
Where? You just asked me where it says, and I'm asking you where it say that.
Stop
What is it?
acting.
It's
Don't be asking me.
what section is off the top of my head?
Don't be asking me that.
220. I think it's 20505 the vehicle code section. I could be wrong, but it actually states that we don't have to abide by the law in the event of an emergency situation. We don't have to abide by the vehicle code section of the law in the
We
event
don't
of an
have to
emergency
abide
situation.
by
So you
the
know that, but
law.
you don't know
There's
the
an
law pertaining to
emergency.
putting up
That's
tape
nice
on
to
the crime
know.
scene?
There is no law. That's why I was asking you about it since you were so positive about it. There is no law. I'm positive about that, though.
That there is no law when it comes to putting up crime scene tape.
Right.
And what it pertains to.
Right.
So y'all just put up tape free then, right?
If
there's no law against it or for it, so y'all just decide that y'all made that up
Right,
and spend
homie. That's right,
city
black
money
man.
on
You
it
know
and
what's
just buy
going
tape
on.
to just put up?
No, because
know
we still have to
exactly
put it
what's
up
going
sometimes if we got a big containment area. If, personnel is short and we have to contain a big area, that's why we put up a lot of tape.
Okay.
It's still a crime scene.
Yeah, duct
Whether
tape on your face.
tape is up or not, it's still a crime scene. And if the deputies say that you can't enter the crime scene, then you can't enter the crime scene.
So in an event of it being on the sidewalk where it's public access,
right,
where we're supposed to be able to flow through, and I'm trying to get through and there's no tape up, I shouldn't have officers surrounding me when I'm trying to get through, right?
But you can't enter a crime scene.
I wasn't entering, I was going through to get to the other side, and we have everything right here blocked up with no tape.
Yeah, so if they're conducting an investigation right there, they can cordon off that area and not allow you in.
Yeah, I got a question for you guys. Why did the innocent man cross the road? Why did the innocent man cross the road?
Yeah.
I don't know how sure I am about that one. I'm gonna have to look into that one, because from what I know, if there's a crime scene and it's where you're telling people they can't go and it's publicly accessible, it needs to be indicated that this is the area that you're not welcome to go through.
Did you read that in the penal code section?
I just said I'm not too sure.
Yeah, no, it's
so
not,
I will definitely look into
I'll
it.
save you the time of reading.
Oh no, you don't gotta save me the time, because I'm still gonna look into it, because I need to know for myself.
Okay.
Just like I'm gonna look into the code you gave me, because you wasn't even too sure about that yourself.
If you give me a minute, hold on. Hey, do you have your county phone on you?
Look up the tape. That's what I'm more interested in.
I know for a fact.
Prove it to me then. Show me that there isn't one then. Since you want to look up something, don't look up something else that's not pertaining to the tape, because that's what I'm more interested in. I'm not really interested in the rest of it.
No,
I want to know about the tape.
I can't look up anything about the tape because it's not in the penal code section. It's not in the law book anywhere. So what do you want me to look up? Nothing?
Do you not have a policy about it then? I mean, if it's not in the law book, okay, all right. So it's no policy.
We can put up tape whenever we want.
So just whenever you want, just willy nilly.
When we deem it appropriate, that's when we put up tape.
I think that's funny, man. I don't think that's how that works, man. I'm gonna have to check into that, because I don't think you can just put it up all willy nilly just because you deem it. And if it's no crime and you just decide you want to tape something off, I don't think that you have the power to do that. And that's what it sounds like you're telling me, that no matter what it is, if you just deem it necessary, you can, without it being a crime present. I don't think you can do that. And I would love to see where it say you have the authority to just put it up as you deem necessary. I would love to see that. What's your name and badge number, by the way? I don't think I got it. Or if I did, I don't recall.
My name is Sergeant Kasich. My badge number is going to be 102 right there.
At least you're willing to look. If I would have asked them, they would have been real asshole-ish and just blew it all off. They'd have just basically told me off like the female officer was basically doing. She was kind of rude. I don't remember her name. I got it taped, so I might end up putting a complaint on her once I go back through it and be able to get the actual name and badge number, because she pulled off so quick, she didn't want to stay.
21055 of the vehicle code section.
I told you I'm not really interested in that. I wanted to know about the policy on tape.
The other one, there is no.
So was you right the first time, or was you wrong when you stated
20,000 something? So 21055.
Okay. So now about the tape, are you gonna try to even look, even in your policy? There's nothing in your policy about it. It has to be something in the policy about it. If you guys are spending budget money on it, it has to be.
Hey guys, just out of curiosity, because I've been around for a while. Does this LA County Sheriff look like he's tweaking? I just want to know. Yes or no? I don't know. I just feel like he's tweaking. I've been around for a while. I've seen a lot. You guys tell me what y'all think. Let's keep going.
Rules and regulations on how to use it. You can't just say whenever you deem necessary. Right? You can't just say whenever you deem necessary. It can't be that blanketed.
Yeah.
So where in your policy do it say that then?
There's no policy about it.
So y'all just buy tape and just decide we just gonna put it up whenever we want to.
When we feel it's necessary, yeah.
I think it's crazy, man. I'm gonna have to look into that. I don't know about that one right there, man.
There's no policy that says we can wear sunglasses. But yeah, we do.
There's policies against some of your sunglasses.
What's that?
Like mirror, you can't wear sunglasses with mirror frames in it. So there are some policies against glasses, not in total.
Hail,
but no policy says that I can wear sunglasses, but I do.
I'm gonna download y'all policy and I'm gonna check on that about that tape, because I don't believe you on the tape. Everything else, whatever, I can really care about the vehicle code. But I think I'm gonna download the policy and check on that tape because I might have to get back to you on that one because I don't really believe that one.
It doesn't hurt to be more educated.
Yeah, I don't really believe that one right there, man. It has to be something.
So what does it say in the Bible, guys? What does it say in the Bible? He who is first shall be last, and he who is last shall be first. This dude right here is a freaking living prophet out there preaching. Give me a Hail's Gia. Give it to me, guys. I love this guy. He's awesome. I want to know his name, man. I want to interview him on my show. Let's go.
Rules governing how you use it and when to use it. It has to be. It has to be. Especially if you're out in the public and you're taping off areas where it's publicly accessible. Right. You can't just have no rules to how you use it. Like, but you said how a crime scene, you said whenever you deem necessary. Yeah. So if you deem it necessary and it's not a crime scene, you can just decide you want to put up tape. And that's the power that I'm saying I don't think you have. That's what I'm asking for. You said whenever you deem necessary at first. Now you're saying if it's a crime scene, right? Yes. Which goes back to my issue. If that was a crime scene over there, it should have been taped off for the public not to be able to flow through it like that.
Deputies can stand there because we don't want to waste the tape if we don't have to. We don't want to waste county resources and county funds if we don't have to. So if it's a small crime scene like that and the deputies can stand there and contain it without tape, then why put up tape?
Then if it's a small crime scene and they can contain it just standing there.
Wait. Hold up. Yet they'll flood their country with illegal aliens and give them a free cell phone, free health care, and everything else. But they don't want to waste resources to make sure this man's rights are protected who's simply filming. I don't know, guys. This is a problem for me. This man right here who's speaking is an American citizen. He's an American. He's not some illegal who came in from another country. He's not getting free health care. He's not getting anything free. Trust me on that. All right, let's keep going, guys. Let's keep listening.
To walk past and just be guided.
Walk around, not through.
Which I was trying to do. I literally went around to the outside of the curve like this. They approached me for that.
If they had the whole thing contained.
They was on the curve way on this side.
It doesn't matter. If there's evidence on the ground,
it wasn't. If it wasn't, and if it was, that's what you guys would be being sloppy on. It should have been contained.
America. That's
but it
right.
wasn't.
Hey, what's up, Kinetic?
That's what I'm saying.
What if they didn't have
what's up, Kinetic Custom?
I doubt that. As many people as it was 5 people surrounding me doing nothing. They could have had tape up. Well, actually 6. And became 8.
Right. That's right, homie.
So that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. So if there's not tape up, go ahead.
Waste the county funds.
No. What I'm saying is, listen. What I'm saying.
I'm going to tell you right now, guys. There's nothing more badass than listening to a black dude freaking tear apart cops, man. Because guess what? We're all the new black man under the World Economic Forum. Under the globalist system, we are all the new black man. You guys need to wake up, man. The king has revived himself. King Charles is a major shareholder in the World Economic Forum. You guys think you're special? You're not. To him, we're all just the same black man that this dude is. You guys need to wake up, man. If we don't look out for the smallest that you think are the smallest among us, you're going to become just like them. We need to support the weakest among us in order for us to survive in the modern culture. There's a lot of stuff going on. I did a video the other night about gravitic propulsion systems. This Army Green Beret who worked in that unit where we have the communist Chinese and our own government flying these orbs around, taking down airliners, opening up portals. If you guys don't think that's real, then you're the brainwashed ones. If you don't think that that's real, if you don't think that it's possible, if you don't think time travel's possible, you don't know what you're talking about, man. It's real. And the problem is that you and I aren't the ones in control of it. Let's keep going.
And if you didn't deem it necessary for tape to go up, and it was such a small scene, a citizen should be able to be guided past either way. But they ganged up on me and tried to push me out the way when I was already avoiding everything going on outside.
What are we trying to accomplish here? We're just going around.
I'm trying to figure out why that happened.
Agree, Lynn.
Should it have happened?
I agree.
So you have to go around, okay?
Just that like that.
Yes.
I was going around though. So that's what I'm trying to see. Why did it get surrounded when I'm going around?
Then they won't let you through. you have to walk around.
But the thing is, I already made it through the first time, was standing on one end, taping. Nobody had a problem. When I tried to come back through, it was an issue.
So now you're just walking through just for fun?
Because it's, no, not just for fun. I'm gathering content.
Walk through and then come.
I'm gathering content. It's not just for fun. This is media. I'm not just doing it for fun. I'm gathering content. So if I'm able to walk one way without getting impeded or molested, why shouldn't I be able to walk the other way? And then once I do decide to come back the other way, why is it an issue?
Coming into the crime scene, filming content like that, we push you back.
But they didn't do that initially. They only did that when I decided to go back the opposite way. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Why was that an issue and not the initial thing I did in the first place when I walked past them and literally stood at the front of the cruiser?
I'll tell you why they let you through the first time and why they didn't let you through the second time, all right?
Just like that.
I wasn't here.
Do you want to review the tape?
Was I here?
I'm actually. Do you want to see what happened?
Let me see it.
All right, let me pause it. No, you know what? I'll send it to you. Do you have an email?
I do.
Give it to me. I'll send it to you. That way you can review it, and then whoever I need complaints on, you'll have their names, badge numbers, and everything in the video. Because I don't think that they did that right, and I'm not really sure about you and this tape stuff we're talking about. So I'm going to have to do some research. I won't say I'm for sure, but I'm definitely going to look into it and see what I come out with. Because I've been lied to by many officers. And how you say your name again?
Sergeant Kasich.
All right. All right. I'll be in touch. Is this your email on here?
That is my email on there.
All right. Thanks for coming out and at least having a dialogue, and we'll figure it out. All right.
Gambino reiterated that in encounters with officers like Gonzalez, we cannot fully trust the information provided, as it may be misleading. Remaining calm and recording interactions is essential to protect our rights when dealing with law enforcement.
You do need to get permission to film inside here.
I have permission.
From who?
From the First Amendment of the Constitution,
Okay.
ma'am.
We can't have you filming in
It's
here.
public space.
Okay.
Who are you? Can you identify yourself? Ma'am, if you're giving directions, you need to identify yourself, ma'am. What's your name?
I'm Eliza Kim from Terminal Operations.
Okay.
And you do need permission to film inside
No,
here.
ma'am. I have
so I'm going to
permission.
have to ask you to go about the proper procedures to get that.
This is a public
permitted
space,
to
ma'am.
film.
I'm allowed to record in here.
I'm telling you, you must have a permit to film.
I'm telling you that I don't.
Okay, then you're going to have to be escorted out.
Okay, well,
Okay.
what's your name again so I can make sure who to file the
Eliza
lawsuit?
Kim.
Eliza.
I'm with Terminal Operations. I can give you a phone number that you can contact if you'd like to film inside.
You have a card?
Just right over here for Terminal. Okay, awesome. Thanks. Can you please put the camera down for 1 second so I can speak with you?
There's no way I'm going to turn the camera off.
Okay.
No.
Well, I'm going to have to ask you to go about the proper procedure to film inside here, okay? You have to get that approved.
No, ma'am. For commercial use, we do. This is not commercial use, so you're incorrect. Trust me, we've done our research, ma'am. We know what we're doing here. We do this all the
Okay, so
time.
what would you like to film today?
We want to film anything that we can see from a public space without being harassed or molested. That's what we want.
Okay, we are not harassing you. We're asking you to.
Absolutely harass me. You're telling me you're going to escort me out of the building? That's unlawful, ma'am. You can't escort us out of the building. We're not committing a crime.
Okay, well,
and this gentleman should be educating you right now on the law. He's the police officer here.
you have to have a permit in order to film inside here.
For commercial
you have to get
use,
it
ma'am.
approved
We've done
from
our
our
research.
PIO.
We've done our research, ma'am. We are allowed to record in a public space. This is a First Amendment protected activity.
You cannot film the checkpoints or anything of the
I
sort.
can record anything I can see from a public space, ma'am. That's the law.
Whatever you guys like to film. That's what I need to know.
I already told you. You asked me that already.
Any other public areas?
Okay, I'm going to have them escorted out.
Okay.
You guys need to go about the proper procedures. I can give you phone numbers if you'd like to contact the PIO and to get permission to film inside, okay? Would you like that information? Would you like that information? Okay, well, they're not trying to comply. Let me see if I have
want to charge them? Or
any permits.
We're just documenting this entire interaction, but we're not breaking the law, and they're trying to say that they're going to remove us from the building because we need a permit.
Hey guys, I have a phone number for the PIO if you want it. Do you guys want that? See if you can film anything.
Yeah, actually, we might do that. Is that where we file a complaint too against you?
Go ahead. That's
yeah,
fine.
go ahead. We'll
Okay,
take the phone
so if you want the PIO number where you can contact and see what you can film, just do not film the security checkpoints. Do you understand?
We were never filming security checkpoints.
Okay, I'm just trying to tell you, do not film the security checkpoints, sir.
Why would you tell us not to film security checkpoints when we
Because you're
never
not
even
allowed
were?
to for
We weren't
TSA.
doing that.
Okay, so would you like a phone number? I can
You
give it
should not run with scissors. Don't eat yellow snow. I mean, I can give you directives too, right?
Okay, go ahead and do whatever you guys would like to do. Do
Yeah.
not filmed the
Exactly.
checkpoints.
So are you going to apologize to us for telling us you're going to have us escorted out of the building for doing this?
You can film. Go ahead and
No.
film.
Well, no, I'm asking for an apology for saying you're going to have us escorted out of the building.
I'm not apologizing.
Do you guys want the PIO
Because your
number?
pride and ego's in the way,
Get
ma'am.
the
Your
number.
pride and ego's in the way. We're allowed to do this. We just proved that.
Okay, I'm asking not to screen the check or film the checkpoints. Okay.
See, look, she's got to give directives. She's got it the last word. Pride and ego's on the top of the Rock of Gibraltar right here.
Okay. All right. You guys need anything else?
We never needed anything from you.
Okay.
We would like,
Have a
actually, we
good
do
day.
need something from you. We'd like an apology. Yep. You're dismissed.
Respect this guy.
We do respect this guy. Officer Damien has been awesome. Disgrace right here, and this guy is a bit of a disgrace too, asking if she wants to have us charged with something.
Something nice, guys. All right, guys. Anybody in the purple, if you need other information or anything, just let us know.
Okay?
Bye, guys. We're done.
You guys need anything else or no?
Yeah, no, you're dismissed, ma'am. Walk of shame right there. Yeah, that lady trying to tell us that we can't film the checkpoints. That's not true.
How you doing?
Were you guys filming the checkpoint? Yes, no?
We don't answer questions.
Hey, can I get the DPD up here?
On March 28, 2022, in Arapahoe County, Colorado, Auditor Denver Metro had a tense interaction with Officer Walden after being stopped by police and informed of a warrant for arrest. If you find yourself in a similar situation, it's crucial to follow these 5 steps. Consult a lawyer immediately, stay calm, follow instructions to verify the warrant, and ensure your rights are protected throughout the legal process.
Oh God, here we go again, guys. Okay, so you made contact with
I
me.
appreciate you not filming me, okay?
Yeah, but you're in public, sir, and you work for the public.
Okay, I'm gonna film you too then.
Go ahead.
Turn the camera on you. Are you guys flying out?
You're a TSA agent, right? So it means you're paid with
you guys
tax
flying out?
dollars? You're
Are you
paid
guys
with
flying
tax
out, yes or
dollars?
no?
Oh yeah, like we have to answer that? Look at this guy, man.
Hey, podium.
Can you identify yourself since you're giving us directives, you're giving us orders?
Hey, can someone call the airport ops or DPD? I got 2 gentlemen up here that trying to film exercise stuff, and they're not flying out. They're, hey, Bill, yeah.
Why are you lying to him?
I'm right up here by the cantina.
You didn't say we were flying out.
This guy here is going to get an education today also. We're giving out educations one at a time, guys. Guy wants to come up and give us orders, won't identify himself. We pay this guy's salary, treating us rude, disrespect.
I'm not saying you're rude. I asked you very nicely if you're flying out.
You're trying to give us directives, sir. You're being aggressive.
I'm asking you if you're...
We don't have to answer your questions. This is America. Yeah, right here, bud. Right here, point at us. We're right here, free Americans here. There's some free Americans over here, guys. Come get them.
Nicely to take your shoes off.
Just so you know, we've already talked to the cops today.
Had a conversation.
Yeah. We've already talked to the PIO. We've talked to police. There's nothing they can do, sir. This is America. We're allowed to record in here. Ridiculous, bud. Another anti-American right here. Hates freedom. $8 billion a year to pay the TSA, and this is how they treat the public. Trying to coerce us into violating our rights. Disgrace.
Really?
There you go, bud. Better get out of here. Or you make yourself look more stupid. Dummy.
don't you respect the veterans? And you can throw me on camera all day long, dude.
Actually, the veterans fought for our right to do what we're doing here. This is a First Amendment protected activity, sir. Look at this guy.
Bingo. Bingo.
So we'll just keep the camera on him for now. Okay. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Okay. So we got this guy right here who hates freedom, obviously. Tells us to respect the veterans, but he hates the fact that we have the First Amendment to
People
record.
don't like to have a camera shoved in their face, dude.
I'm not shoving any cameras in anyone's face.
What would you like to call it?
Follow this guy.
Dude. No, you just did the same thing to me, dude.
I know we never went into your face,
What
bro.
would you just do?
So look how close this guy is to us now.
Who's close to who?
You're the one initiating the conflict,
Who's
sir.
close to who?
You walked right up to us.
You know, I do have some connections. So.
Yeah, go ahead. Call the FBI, man, if you want.
Dude.
All right, real quick and proper like. Guys, I got to make a quick head call, but I'm going to keep going for a while. I do have to meet with a really important client of mine tonight at about, I don't know, about 1900 hours. But I'm going to keep this going. Just want to look at the comments really quick in the sidebar here. So we got Age Go, good seeing you, Age Go. Leroy, Truth. Thanks for sharing Denver Metro. Dude, Denver Metro is my homie, man. I wish he would come on my show more often. Thanks, Life Under the Microscope, for supporting the channel. And thank you for getting me back onto the carnivore. I was a paleo diet guy, but I've been doing carnivore. And already I'm getting shredded, dude. Look at my back, dude. My wife's pissed off because I ripped out a bunch of the on my sports coats. I literally ripped the backs out of them. And just from exercising. Hey, what's going on, Brett? Good seeing you, man. Brent Shimko. I'm doing good, brother. I'm going to go meet with a very famous person tonight that you guys all love and adore. And J&G, you can always ask me a question. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I got to make a head call really quick. Otherwise, these beautiful $1,000 chairs are going to get ruined. Let me see here. Hey, Leroy Truth, man. Dude, Leroy Truth, anytime you want to come on as a guest, man, I got your back, homie. Let me just get it down. April Rain, put your mask back on. Nobody will recognize you, just saying. Dr. Donna, thank you for supporting my channel, Doc. It means a lot to me having you on here. I appreciate our conversations and the fact that you're a woman of God. It means a lot to me. Paul Wheeler, man, y'all is on a power trip. You're right, dude. They are on a power trip. They are because they were never taught about the Constitution and the Bill of Rights or natural law in the Marxist run education system. That's all. Can't blame them, man. They were never taught. Can't blame people who are brainwashed, man. You got to help them. Stop putting people down who don't know the truth. Try to help them learn the truth. That is your duty as an American. Yeah, Black Man 903, right on. What area code is that, by the way, dude? 903. I forgot. I'm sorry, dude. A little bit too much indica in my lifetime, but, help me out. Yeah, let's get into it, man. All right, I'm going to get back. So I got to make a quick head call. I'm going to get the show going for you guys, and I'll be back in a few minutes, all right?
This is how you get off?
This is not me getting off, bro.
No. This is why don't you get a life, man?
Why don't you get a life, man? I'm an American. I'm a free American. I have a right to do this.
Well, then act like one.
I am acting like one. I'm exercising my First Amendment right. Look at this guy. He's going to get a thumbnail, man.
Come on, dude.
Look at this idiot. Insulting us.
Come on, bro.
Touch me, dude.
Go ahead.
Touch me.
Get out of my face, man.
Touch me. You don't intimidate me one bit.
You don't intimidate me either, man. You guys are encouraging
You
this.
slammed that door on my leg, dude.
We don't need stress at this time.
This guy needs to chill out. He's the one acting violent. We're acting peaceful.
Plenty of people just said they don't think so.
Well, why don't you call your connections then? Go ahead and call your connections, man. Are they going to stop us from recording in public?
Nope.
Okay. So this guy wants to slam doors in people's faces. He talks about us putting cameras in people's faces, even though he got right in our face.
Now, man.
He got right in our face.
You're doing it right now.
Slam the door on me.
You're doing it right now. I shut the door behind me.
You slammed it, bro. I have it on camera. You slammed it.
You got it on camera.
Good.
What's wrong with you, dude?
Nothing.
Yeah, there's something wrong with you, that's for sure. Guy hates freedom, guys. He hates the fact that he got a First Amendment.
You treat that veteran in there.
I treat him.
Dude, he did not want a camera in his face. Just like
He's a public employee. He's a public employee, and he's in public,
it
sir.
doesn't matter, man.
Yes, it does
It's
matter.
Pretty disrespectful.
And what you did was disrespectful, getting in our faces, slamming the
Yo,
door
you got
on us.
My face, man.
I never got in your face.
Bullshit, man. I'm in there just making my own.
Yeah, you're making a fool of yourself in there is what you're doing. You're going to be a star now.
You're really lucky there's a camera right there. Take that for what it's
look at that's a threat. He's threatening us. We're lucky there's a camera.
You take that however you want, man.
Yeah, okay. Just keep digging yourself deeper, bud. Just making yourself look even more stupid. I don't know why you're still here. Why don't you just leave? Why are you staying here? We're obviously doing a story on the post office. He wants to just hang out here so he can talk to us more.
I don't want you following me just like you followed me out.
Well, we're not going to follow you. You can walk away.
No, you followed me just like you're doing right now.
I'm not following you anywhere. You're more than welcome to walk away. We won't follow you at all.
Bye.
You're dismissed.
What would you call that? That's following me.
Well, we haven't moved.
With a camera, dude.
Yeah, well, this guy's an idiot. What a clown. This guy's a straight clown, man.
Mom.
Yeah, please let me know.
Now he's coming back. Look, his pride and ego's in the way. He can't leave. Yeah, you're dismissed, buddy. Walk of shame right there, pal.
Oh, shit.
Later.
You filming something?
What's that?
Are you filming something?
Am I filming something? You're asking me that?
Yeah, what are you filming? Can you tell me what you're filming?
I could. I mean, it's pretty obvious, and I'm recording you, right?
Well, you're not. Okay, so there's a chief judge order that says that you're not allowed to film around here.
So what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna ask you to leave.
Oh well, I'm not.
So guys, so Gloria, forgive me, honey. I mean, ma'am, I had to make a head call. So I didn't see the question from J&G. Somebody, J&G, just type it really quick because I just made a really quick head call. I apologize. So as you guys know, I'm a lawyer. I'm licensed in California and Texas. And so I'm over here working on a screen that you can't see. Here, I'll show you real quick. So this is where I work, right? So I'm working over here. Then I've got another one over here. So you see the other keyboard? This is like for you guys. So I just want you to know, like, I'm not ignoring you all. I'm trying to make money for my family and still try to help you guys because I recognize that you're not getting like a real lawyer out there is trying to help you with stuff. And I do civil rights law, but personal injury, catastrophic injury cases are how I make my money. So I'm over here trying to negotiate with insurance adjusters, sending them emails and other attorneys trying to settle cases. And my wife took my son to judo tonight so I could do this YouTube show because she's hoping that I can build enough of an influence to where I can quit my day job and just do this full time because I told her that's what I want to do. So just so you know, like, I'm not ignoring anybody, but I had to make a head call and I didn't see the question. So let me get back over here to the questions. All right. So what happens to the Constitution under a state of emergency? Well, J&G, that's an interesting question. So J&G asks, what happens to the Constitution under a state of emergency. And so I know you're not one of my regular followers already because I don't really give a shit, because my rights come from my creator, not from a piece of paper, not from a bunch of dudes from the 1700s. All those dudes did was recognize a pre-existing God-granted right. That's all they did. They simply recognized, repeat after me, our founding fathers repeated a pre-existing God-granted right of life, liberty, in the pursuit of happiness. That's it. The Constitution was designed to bind politicians by the chains of natural law, by God's law. That's it. I hope that answers your question. If it's not direct enough, we can get into it later. But well, you asked a specific question, J&G, and the specific answer is the Constitution is a piece of paper, and it always has been. Our rights come from our creator, not from a piece of paper. So I don't know how else I can answer that to you. I don't know, guys. Maybe you guys in the sidebar can help them understand where I'm coming from, or her, because I don't really care what some politician or the government says. My rights come from my creator, not from the government. And if my government wants to acknowledge the existence of a pre-existing right, that's fine. Yeah, tell them to take it to Google. Well, J&G, I don't know who you are, homie, but, you know, I'm not going to put you down, but the E-Line channel, Team MPE, is about critical thinking. So I have a bunch of people on here who are totally down to help educate you in Team MPE, including Gloria, including AgeGo, Chuck, and Britt, all you guys. You know, if you guys want to learn about natural law and American common law and our progeny, English common law as abrogated by American common law, talk to my audience. They've had almost a year to learn from me, and they're all private first class Marines now under the Team MPE standard, and they know what's going on. Your rights don't come from the government, homie. And the Constitution is designed to bind the government, not you. So that's the first answer. The Constitution is designed to bind your government, not you. So what happens to the Constitution? If there's an emergency, well, who declares the emergency? Because if a politician declares the emergency, is it really an emergency? Or was it paid for by some rich billionaire who decided he wanted to pay off your politician to declare one? So he could give you something that's safe and effective, that's effectively wiped out a large percentage of my family from thrombosis, myocarditis. They tried to bury the data for over 75 years, and now we found the data because we wouldn't let them. Think about that, guys. Grow a brain cell before you ask me questions. That's all I want to tell you guys, because it's really hard for me to answer questions from people who don't have a basic education. I would recommend checking out the 10th Amendment Center. Check out Mike over at the 10th Amendment Center. But yeah, I want you to keep coming back, homie. I'm not putting you down, but for reals, like, dude, that's a question that's like something you would ask someone who went to a public school. If you want to learn about natural law, where your rights come from, freedom, liberty, don't ask me a question like that. I'm sorry, J&G, but it's not harsh. I'm trying to help you out, man, because I want you to learn, but I don't want to scare you off either. I want you to keep coming back. Not meaning that to be mean at all. Nope. Don't take it the wrong way. Don't say that, J&G. Don't start talking like a commie. Saying it was hurtful tells me that you're used to a safe space on a college campus. That's not good. Let's get back to the videos. I'm going to leave here in about 15 to go visit a very golden individual that we all care about. So, not a golden shower, by the way, a golden person. All right. Sorry, man. I can't help it. I'm, hey, Rodney Dangerfield, hey, Mike, hey, pull over. I got to take a big one, huh? Yeah, I was Rodney Dangerfield's limousine driver. And I grew up in the construction business. So forgive me if I come off a little harsh, but I'm not a typical lawyer. I'm a normal guy who just became a lawyer with no law degree or undergrad, huh? Hey, Mike, hey. All right there, eh? All right. Let's get back into it, guys. Let's do it. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun, Mike. Hey.
Not gonna leave. I've already been here before. I know about the chief judge's order. I'm allowed to be in here, man. That's why I'm back. And trust me, I've done my research. I know what I'm doing here. So you can do whatever you want to do, but it's going to be not good for you if you do anything about that.
Well, we're not going to do anything.
Yeah, I know you're not.
But if the chief judge would like us to, we'll bring you up before her and then
we'll
she
see.
can take care of it.
We'll see what happens then. Can you identify, man? What's your name?
My name is Walden.
Badge number?
10004.
Walden 10004. You know that the judge can make orders for their courtroom, but not for the entire building, ma'am. It's unconstitutional. You swore an oath to the Constitution. Honor your oath. Look who it is. We got Tyrant Hudson here.
Hey, how are you
From
doing?
last time. The douchebag. This clown right here. Freaking clown right here, man. Let's follow him around. Guy wouldn't identify. Totally rude to me last time. Still haven't filed the complaint. Don't worry, it's coming, Hudson. Filing a complaint on this guy. Doesn't audit, treat members of the public. Rude, walks right past them, ignores them. Just like the rest of his clown friends. We have treasury payments.
Guys, can I help you with something?
No, thank you.
Okay, this is not a public forum, so I'm going to ask you to go ahead and step outside, and you can take anything else you want out there, but this is not public forum.
This is not open to the public?
No, it's open to the public. It's not a public forum. It's a little different.
Well, it's open to the public, man.
Sir?
It's open to the public.
I've made my statement.
What's your name? If you're giving us orders, I need you to identify
I
yourself.
didn't give you orders,
Well, you're telling us we can't be in here.
and I'm Lisa, okay?
Okay.
And I asked you not to
Lisa.
video in here. I didn't say you couldn't be in.
Oh, well, I can absolutely video in here. This is public property, man.
Would you check in with the front desk, please?
Okay.
Thank you.
We're going to stay here for a while now. We're actually just going to leave soon, but you're going to give us unlawful orders like that.
It's not unlawful order. I didn't
Okay.
give you an order.
Hey, you're telling us not to record in here, man. This is public property. It's a public space.
You guys, you can't be in here with cameras. You have to be outside.
Yeah, is that a law?
Yeah.
Which law?
Just
Can
in this office.
you tell me which law that is?
You need to go.
Oh, she's
outside.
grabbing my camera. Don't touch me, man.
Go outside.
What are you doing?
please. Okay, I'll go
Don't
get
grab my arm. What's wrong with you? This lady right here likes to grab people.
Yeah.
That's a crime, man. That's battery. You can't grab me. What's wrong with you? Gosh, everyone in this office is ridiculous. You gotta block me out of here. I'm a citizen, man. This is open to the public. It's
Not
ridiculous.
this area.
Wow. Holy crap. Hi.
Hey.
What's up?
Not much. How you doing?
Good. What you guys up to?
Oh, just
Filming?
Yep.
Just filming the building?
Filming the building.
Sweet. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Just making sure everything's okay. You guys good?
We just wanted to come in and just record, get some good B-roll footage, and
Kind of a visual thing.
yeah.
Okay. Then why would you be in here then filming if it's just a visual thing in here?
Well, we want to record in every public accessible area in this building, and so this is actually the very first spot that we came into.
Okay.
And we were here for like what, 30 seconds before
The treasurer
Lisa
came
came out here and hollering and making demands from us, and yeah.
So as far as putting on film, that's one thing, you know what I mean?
Oh, so you covered your face when I'm going to take your picture.
Oh, see, man, you were doing good, man. You came out here
Okay
cool.
for you to film me, but it's not okay.
No, you came out here. You were being cool, man. Now you're going backwards. So,
I'm not going
is that a personal phone or is that a business phone?
It's a county phone.
County phone. Okay.
Yeah.
I need to get your name and badge number. We're gonna get that picture off your phone, man. Can you identify?
No.
No. It's your policy,
You can
sir. You
sit
have to
right here.
identify. You have to identify, sir. It's your policy. If I have to file a complaint on you for
You
refusing,
can file a complaint on me.
I will. So we
it's
got.
okay for me to take a picture.
Let's
Go
see,
ahead,
we
get in
got
Zoomer.
J.D. Humphrey.
I work here at the government
Refusing
center.
to identify. Badge number.
And badge number's right there.
Oh, right there. It's not right here. It's right there. We got a lot of those guys right here's and right there's. We got 150 here. Guy came out cool and he wants to take a picture of us. So
Well, I mean, if you're going to take a picture of us, then why can't we take a picture of you?
You can take a picture of me. That's fine. But
okay.
you're doing it in retaliation.
No, I'm not.
And
Just wanna make sure.
we're allowed to get that information off your phone. So we're going to do a public records request on that.
You can go ahead and try.
Oh, well, no, we will. We
Okay.
definitely will. 100%.
Awesome.
Dude, your true colors are coming out, man. When you came out, you were doing good. And now you're just a straight tyrant, bud.
When you first came out.
What's wrong with me taking a picture?
But you are refusing to identify, sir.
I don't have to.
Refusing
It's
to
all
identify.
right here.
You have to verbally identify. It's your policy.
No, I don't.
We looked
You
it
can
up.
Try that again. Go
We
ahead.
looked it up.
Show me. Pull your phone out. Show me where it says it in the law.
All right, let me go bring your policy over here. Let's look
No,
at
me
it.
too.
Yeah.
So we're just still being cool with you, but
No,
how
you're
come
not
I
being
can't
cool
take
at
your
all,
picture?
man. You're not being cool at all. When you first came in here, you were cool. And this guy was being cool.
Yeah.
He's still cool so far. You are not cool at all, man.
Why?
You're a
Took your
tyrant.
picture?
Because you're refusing to identify, sir.
Oh, identify. I'm right here. There's my name.
Right here?
There's my
No, your
badge
name's
number.
not right here.
Right here.
Right here?
Mhm.
Is that H-E-R-E or H-E-A-R?
I'm not going to fall down
Right
your
here?
road.
First name right? Last
I'm not
name
going
here?
down that road with you.
Yeah, look at this guy. Clown. Straight clown, man.
Say what you want. You guys enjoy your
Tyrant
day.
clown right here. Can I get your name and badge number, sir? Nope. Oh, okay. We were going to praise this guy.
You can praise him all you want.
Let's get, we need to get this guy's name and badge number 2. He's refusing to
did.
identify. Look at this guy.
Yeah.
Clown number 2. We got CB
clown.
Clean.
Correct.
Badge number 356.
That's right.
Yeah, but you're not clean, man. You're a dirty cop.
Okay.
Dirty.
How we behave during an arrest plays a crucial role. I recommend staying calm and respectful, even if the situation feels unjust, as negative reactions can escalate the encounter. To safeguard yourself, activate your camera and contact a lawyer for specific guidance.
Highway Patrol, sir, you were stopped for speeding. Please let me see your
No, I
driver's
wasn't
license.
speeding. Why did you stop me?
For speeding, sir, you're doing 81.
No, I wasn't. I was going 75.
I'm sorry?
No, I wasn't. I was going 75.
But I
You
tell
see
you
this?
what, I observed
That?
you and I verified your speed with my
You want to
radar,
fight that in
copies of
court?
traffic.
Because I
Please let me
have.
see your driver's
No,
license.
nope. I have dash cam right here. That proves I was going
That's fine. You can
75.
take that to court, but it's going to be a warning anyway. But
So
if
this is
you
a
want to take it,
retaliatory
you can
stop
do
because
that.
I did this, right? I did this.
That didn't offend
It's a
me
retaliatory
at all, sir.
stop,
I mean, if you
huh?
feel like that, that's totally
It's a
fine. But please,
retaliatory
let me
stop,
see your
huh?
driver's license.
No, because it's an unlawful stop. So what's your name and your badge number?
Trooper Louis Borja, sir. My ID number is 11810. Please let me see your driver's license.
This is a retaliatory stop. I was going
Sir, I need
75.
to see your driver's license.
What's going to happen if I don't provide
you
it?
want, but here's
What's going to happen if I don't provide it?
Today I'm going to find out who you are. You're going to get a warning.
No, you're not going to find out anything
but I
because
need
this is
to
a
see your
retaliatory
driver's
stop. This is a retaliatory stop right here.
Sir, I need to see your driver's
What
license.
section do you work out of, or sector do you work out of, so I can file a complaint against
You
you?
can file a complaint, sir. I work out of Dallas.
Dallas?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll find out who you are.
Okay,
I'll find
well,
out
you will, because in the warning that I'm going to give you, my name and ID information will be there.
I'm gonna
Please
find
let me
out
see
a
your
lot
driver's
more. I'm gonna find out your salary and every single
That's
complaint
fine.
you've
You
ever
can do
had,
that.
all
Yes,
your
sir.
disciplinary actions you've ever had.
Yes, sir. You can do that, but please let me see your driver's license.
No, I was going 75.
Okay, here's the deal. This isn't a TikTok video. You're not going to just leave here. Today I stopped you for a traffic violation, and I need to see your driver's license. Please let me see your driver's
So
license.
I'm gonna tell you the deal. I'm the one that pays your salary and my taxes. You stopped me because I did this. I was going 75, and my dash cam is recording the whole time, recording my speed.
Totally fine. Please let me see your driver's license.
Are you gonna give me a ticket?
No, sir. You're going to get a warning.
No, this is a retaliatory stop right here, and I'm not gonna provide ID if I
You
haven't
think you're
committed.
going to get a warning for a retaliatory stop?
So
You know
I can.
what?
You know what? Let me tell you the
did
deal.
Give me the finger. I do remember
Yeah,
you doing that,
I
but
did.
that has nothing to do with it. Your speed was observed well before that. You came over the crest of the hill. You were doing 81 miles an hour.
So let me tell you
Today
that
we're
deal.
finding out some things. Please let me see your driver's license.
Let me tell you the deal. I can only provide my light. No, you're not gonna open my door. That's why I locked it.
You're not free to leave.
That's why I locked it. You're not gonna violate my Fourth Amendment right. You know what you just did right there? You attempted to violate my Fourth Amendment right.
Right. You sure did.
Now I can reach, and now we reach the point where I have civil litigation against you for trying to break into my vehicle. Yeah, that's a lawsuit right there. You tried to break into my car, right? Because I gave you the finger, And let me tell you the thing is,
the reason you're being stopped is for speed. Please let me see.
So
your
let me
driver's
tell
license.
you.
I'm going to keep asking you, and I'm going to be as polite as I possibly can the whole time. But you're going to give me your driver's license today.
So let me tell you the deal. I only provide my license if I've committed a crime or a traffic infraction. No,
That is
no,
a
I'm in
traffic violation in the
75.
state of Texas.
So
Do me a favor. You're not free to leave. There's an officer watching you here. I'm going to call for backup, and today we will identify you. I'm going to ask you one more time. Please let me see your driver's license.
give me a supervisor.
It doesn't work like that. Okay?
Yeah, it does.
It doesn't work like
And a
that.
member of the public requests a
Here's the thing.
supervisor.
Would you give me your driver's license?
No, I won't.
Okay,
Give me a
I'll be right back
supervisor.
with you.
Give me a
You're not too late.
supervisor.
On March 17, 2024, in Bracketville, Texas, Patrol Officer Louis Borja, badge 11810, made an illegal traffic stop and retaliated against Everardo Ramirez for exercising his First Amendment rights. Officer Borja, who might want to consider retiring, threatened to call for backup to force Everardo just because he refused to provide ID.
So state trooper stopped me because I gave him the finger as I was driving. And my dash cam right here and right here, it's basically recording my speed that I was going. I had it on my cruise control too. Turn off the cruise control so I could slow down and stop for his traffic stop. But he's trying to ask for my ID illegally, and we all know I don't have to provide that unless I've committed a crime or a traffic infraction, which I haven't.
Now, sir, let me tell you something. I noticed that you've got DV tags on your car.
Yeah.
I did 20 years in the Air Force myself.
Good for you.
Now listen, I am shocked that a veteran would react this way at a simple
Oh, I'm not shocked at all. I mean, when I was in the Marine Corps, we thought that MPs were the lowest forms of whale shit on the planet, right? Like, they would literally take a fellow brother and throw them under the bus. Let me tell you something, guys. If a police officer pulled over his own mother for a DUI, do you think he would send her to jail? Do you? Exactly. That's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought. Well, let's keep going.
traffic stop, especially to one that you're going to get a warning on.
Let me tell you something.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
So you're shocked because you drank the Kool-Aid when you were in?
I'm sorry?
You're shocked because you drank the Kool-Aid when you were in. I did my time. Okay. I got out and I let it go. Okay. I let it go already.
Fine, but here's
everybody give me a Hales Gia, HEYALLZ space Gia for Black Man's Cop content for his post right now. Let's keep going.
The deal. We don't act like that. This is a legal traffic stop in which I need to identify you. Very simple. Okay, very simple.
Yeah.
Run my tags and get my identity like that.
Well, you see, that's exactly. I just did. I'm finding that out. But here's the thing. I still don't know that that's you. Okay. So I'm assuming it is, but it's not. Here's the one thing that I'm going to tell you for sure, okay? Everything based on legal and whatever authority the state of Texas gives me. Today, you will be out of that car and you will identify yourself.
No,
okay?
I won't.
That will happen.
Nope.
Okay.
Give me a supervisor.
I've got some cover coming up.
Give me a supervisor.
I will tell you this right now. At a certain point, if I have to break your window to get you out of that vehicle to find out who you are, I will. Please don't make me do that.
Is that a threat?
Please
is
don't
that a threat?
Whatever way you want to
do it. Is that a threat?
Whatever way you want to
I will. Look, let me tell you this.
You can do that. You can do that. Here's the thing. All I'm trying to do is complete my traffic stop, which at this point will be a warning. However, you're not going to get it your way. Like I'm telling you, this isn't a TikTok video. You're going to identify yourself.
You realize you're going to lose, right?
I might lose, but you know what? I will do
You're going to lose your job. You're going to lose your job is what you're going to do.
If I lose my job, I lose my job.
But you don't care because you don't pay for it.
I will keep asking you politely. Please let me see your driver's license.
Here's the thing. You don't care if you lose your job, if you lose a lawsuit. You don't care.
I have a job I have to do, and if I lose my job in the performance of my job, I will.
You don't care
But
because
I
it doesn't
will
come
keep
out of your
asking you.
pocket. It comes out of the
Please,
taxpayer's
let me see your
pocket.
driver's license. That's all you have to do.
Nope, I'm not going to get my rights violated. I'm telling you this right now.
You're not, but you know you could end up in jail today.
Nope.
You're.
And if I
I'm
do, I'm
asking you
suing
for
the
your
shit
driver's
out. If I do, I'm suing the shit out of you. You realize that, right?
You can do that. That is within your rights. Yes, sir.
You don't care because it doesn't come out of your
yeah.
pension. It comes out of the taxpayers' pockets. That's what. That's
Please,
what
let me
happens.
see your driver's license.
You don't care what happens to
You're
you.
doing 81.
You don't
on a
care what happens
75.
to you.
You're going to get a warning. Please, let me see.
Let me see your
driver's
supervisor first.
It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, it does.
It doesn't work like
Yes,
that.
it does. And remember,
I'm telling you, this is not a TikTok
Keep
video.
your feet and
Please,
hands
let me see
inside
and
your
I'm
your
telling you, this
vehicle.
isn't a TikTok video either. This is real life. This is my life. I'm not gonna let you fuck with my life.
life.
Okay?
That's why
Man, you guys are
hopefully
killing me
you'll
right
do the
now.
right thing and identify yourself.
So you want me to you want me to give away my rights to satisfy your investigation? Is what you're saying?
It's not an investigation. I know you were speeding. You're gonna get a warning up to this point.
I have 2 dash cams right here. They record my speed. I had my cruise control, my cruise control on.
You can use that in the performance of you taking me to court.
Yeah, I'll do that. Let me see your supervisor first and speak to someone else.
My supervisor is not going to come up for this. I do have some backup coming up, but no, my supervisor is not going to
Give me
come
a supervisor right here.
up. My supervisor is not going to come up.
All righty, then I have nothing else to say to you.
I am a legal, trained police officer. I observed you speeding.
No, you didn't.
And I made a stop. And at this point, all I need to do is identify you as a driver. Please let me see your driver's license.
So what actually happened is you're retaliating against me because I did this to you.
Well, you did that, but that means nothing to me.
Yes, it obviously does. That's why I'm stopped right now.
I'm sorry?
It obviously does mean something. That's why I'm stopped, right?
Well, that's why you think you're being stopped. But you're being stopped for doing 81 on a 75.
Kind of ironic that you turned on the lights as soon as I stuck my finger out like this. You turned on the lights,
if
huh?
that's what you think,
kind of
then
ironic.
That's what happened. But I tell you what, I can only tell you and swear to what I myself did and know happened. Okay.
Here, how about this? I'll present you my ID, but I'm not going to hand it to you. I'll show it to you.
You're getting there. You see, it's working. I don't think you're a bad.
No. I'll show it to you. I'm not going to hand it to you. So you have proof that this is my vehicle, but you can't take a picture of it.
Well, no, I'm not going to take a picture of it, but I have to have the number, right?
Here.
Thank you.
That's as best as I'll give you. You're not gonna get it though. I'm not handing it to you.
Mr. Ramirez, I thank you for what you've done so far. Now, you're one thing correct, and that's the fact that this doesn't need to be elevated. I'm going to go ahead and go write my warning. I'll be right back and let you go.
I need your partner's name and badge number.
You're still not free to leave.
Everardo remained calm, using his dash cam to record evidence, which visibly frustrated Officer Borja. This is a prime example of abuse of power and overreach. While refusing to provide ID can be controversial, Everardo's steadfast defense of his rights in the face of threats shows his determination to protect his personal freedom.
All right. Don't get crazy on me, guys. It just so happens that by divine providence, my buddy over at Mr. 5 ID Refusal ended his show. So I have by the way, Black man, stop talking so much truth, dude. Like, I can't handle that. It's just too much, dude. Just hold on. Gloria. So Gloria, the other dude that was on earlier, like I've never seen him here before, so like I don't know his name because he's not a regular, but help me out.
I feel as though he's like or he or she or they them or whatever the modern people are doing is not one of us. So just let him know, like, there was no disrespect intended, but asking loaded questions that have no basis in reality don't work for me. I came from dirt and I'm gonna end in dirt. I became a lawyer with no law degree or undergrad because it was my calling, and my background is natural law. So this whole thing about the Constitution and if there's an emergency, that doesn't compute with me because my rights don't come from the Constitution or the Bill of Rights. My rights come from God, from my Creator. So I hope, Gloria, you don't hold it against me, Gloria Ad, because I've been with you for almost a year now, I think. I don't want to lose you as a friend, I just want you to know that like our rights come from our Creator, not from the government. So that's all. Hey, all right. So guys, Mr. Gold and I have a meeting tonight, and so one thing you got to know about me, guys, like I don't compromise confidences. Like when I have a conversation with you, I don't share that information with anyone unless you tell me it's okay. So Chili knows that. Dick Heller from DC versus Heller knows that. Like, I don't share information with people unless they give me permission. I don't record phone calls. I don't do any of that shit. To me, like, when you're my friend, I'm not trying to get a one-up on you. So just know that. Mr. Gold and I have a meeting tonight. He's admitted that, and we're going to go meet for a while. So I'm super, super happy that you guys had an opportunity to spend some time with me. Before I go, really quick, because my wife is like hounding me. She's telling me, like, Mike, I took Gunner to judo tonight. So, and I love judo, guys. I grew up as a judoka. So, I'm a samurai. That's what I am. I'm a samurai. Read Code of the Samurai. Buy the book, Code of the Samurai. I make no money from it. Just buy the book. That's who I am. I'm a samurai. And she's like, if you really want to keep doing these YouTube shows and going on X, at least find a way to provide for our family, get a case. So I'll give you my spiel again. If you guys want to learn how to become a lawyer with no law school, buy a copy of my ebook. It's $19.99. My Journey to Becoming a Practicing Lawyer with No Law Degree or Undergrad. Okay? Thanks, honey. If you guys want to want to learn how to be a real man, watch my videos where I work out in the morning and I do my judo. Because judo, I think, is not only does it help you with self-defense, but it teaches you how to protect your enemy. And it falls in line, me being a Swedish Lutheran, with love your enemy, your uki. So hopefully tomorrow morning, I can get up super early and show you the uki bands. Uki bands, the like some moves that I do. But you can look at my lawyer workout videos for that. Hold on, guys. I don't want to be a dick. Let me just look at the questions before I go. Thanks, Mr. Gold, for at least giving me an out, because I would have kept going all night, Hold up. So Mr. Gold says, see you anytime after 7. Copy that, sir. I got your back. I'll be there. I'll be there before 7.
I'll probably have to take an Uber, but I'll make it happen. Thanks, Lynn Davidson. Mr. Gold, so far, from my conversations, seems to be a legit dude. Oh, thanks, Delete Laws. So Chili's there too. By the way, Mr. Gold, if you want to meet Chili and Dick Heller this weekend, I don't know if I can get Chili into the SHOT Show. The only way that Dick Heller was able to get me in there was because I'm his lawyer. But I'll give Chili my pass if that's what it takes, because I really want Chili to check it out. It's really cool, Chili. You're gonna love it, bro. It's really awesome. The SHOT Show is awesome. By the way, guys, make sure to support Chili's channel. He's a really good patriotic dude, and he gave me my start on YouTube. I never even wanted to do this show, but when I started supporting Chili and he got thrown in jail illegally and unlawfully, and I visited him in jail, he asked me to help him with his channel. And so I would give like briefs about how he's doing and stuff. And he's a really good guy. I love the guy. He's like a brother to me. So if you guys have ever had a brother or a sister, you know the relationship. Like, we don't agree on everything. Sometimes you want to, go at it, but he's my brother. And that's what we do. We take care of each other. Right, Chili? Yes. Yes. So give me a bunch of ones for Chili. He's a good guy. And I don't know what fan funding is, SWE Observer, but I'll check it out. I never did this for the money. I just want you to know, my Viking brother, I did this because I care about people. That's all. I really do genuinely care about people. I'm not a Fed, not CIA. I don't trust government at all, and I never will. And thanks, Delete Laws. Such a smart ass, dude. I hate you sometimes. Just because you are a freaking Power Ranger doesn't give you the right to be a dick to me. But give me a bunch of ones for Chili, guys. Make sure to go and support Chili's channel. He's going live in a little while. I'm waiting for him to respond back. I'm just scrolling. There he is. Mexican judo. Judo don't know if I can have a knife. Judo don't know if I have a... Dude, why do you think I carry? Hold on. I'm going to show you a picture I sent somebody earlier, Chili. This is my first line of defense. That's an FNP 45 that my MARSOC buddy sold me. Stainless steel. It's a real FNP. It's stainless. It's legit. Yeah. So I agree with you, bro. Yeah. Just make sure to go check out Chili's channel in 20 minutes. He's a good guy. Make sure to support also Black Man. Dude, Black Man SHOT Show is awesome, bro. But the problem is you can't get in there unless you're a vendor. So if I got to give my pass to Chili, of course I'm going to give it to him because he's my bro. And I've been there already. And Dick Heller is a freaking historical specimen. Google DCV Heller. All right? Google it. DCV Heller. That's my client. I've been practicing law for 20 years. My buddy Alan Beck introduced me to Dick. I partied with him in freaking doggone Louisiana. And he's a good guy. He was airborne. He's a good guy. So, yeah. Just support the Heller Foundation. I'm Dick's lawyer at the Heller Foundation. HELLER. If you guys have money, don't give it to me. Give it to Dick. Because, I'll find a way to survive. I know my wife's going to flip out and say, why didn't you? No, but that's how it works, right? We take care of our brothers. As men, we take care of our brothers. And he's not going to be around much longer. He's getting old. So give me a bunch of ones for Michael. Yeah.
Thanks, Dr. Nana. Thanks, Chili. I love you, Chili. You're a good guy, man. And I want the best for you, bro. Chili, you get me a couple of fire cases as my fire investigator. And, we could, you might be able to be in a position where you can study law under me. All it takes is 4 years and you'll have your law degree. Like, I'll get you your bar card, dude, or you'll get it yourself. But what I'm saying is it's a 4-year program. So I just need to be able to support my family. You help me support my family and I'll be in a position to support you, because I am 1,000,000% about my wife and kids. That's what I do. That's what Team MPE does. We take care of our family. And in my case, these are my genetic relatives. So I have my only obligation, my primary obligation is to make sure that they survive, because as you guys can see, I've been up since 04. It's freaking doggone 1849, and Mr. Gold's going to be pissed because I should be there already. And I'm still here working. So that's an average day for me. All right. So anyways, guys, SW Observer, super, super happy to have you here. Judo, no. You're funny, Chili. You're so hilarious, bro. Yeah, me too, dude. You're a good guy, dude. I got your back 1,000,000%. So let me just keep going. Let's get it down. Let's get it down. All right, everybody, head over to thank you, Gloria. Everybody head over to Delete Laws, and I'll throw them up there for you. Hold on a minute. Let me find them again. Damn it, dude. I got so many people in my chats now, Chili, because of your ass. Right there, Delete Laws. Go over to Delete Laws. Check out his channel tonight, guys. Make sure to support him. He's a good guy. He sacrificed 4 months of his life in jail. And he got his case reversed on appeal thanks to your help. So keep that in mind. Anyways, make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to save, because we never know when the thought police are going to take down this channel. Semper Fi, do or die.